Start streaming. Go live. Let's do that. Shall we? Shall we? Let's do that. YouTube side. If you weren't around yesterday for the short testing phase that we had, this will be a little bit of a surprise to you. So, yeah, cross your fingers. Hopefully today goes well. We'll see what's happening. Sky, he's kidding. It's, yeah. He's got much thicker skin than that, especially on his knees. Yoko, hi. It's good to see everybody. Legend Turtle, Terabyte, Kayla C in the house, Amber P in the house. Sky, thank you for being here. Yeah, we're giving Tony Spark shit, and everybody shit along the that kitty fox. Hi there. Persona. Mo bounce, baby. It's good to see everybody. Amanda League on the TikTok side. TikTok side booting up here. Pug Mom from Germany. Pluto, hello. Amanda League. Just dropping by before your bus route starts. Well, thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you jumping in to say hi. Dark Lord, did he invest in some knee oil? I don't know. He's got the vitamin E lotion stuff. It was a hefty conversation on a recording we did of the Thunder and Spark podcast yesterday. Rebecca, yeah, that's the difference here. We are now landscape mode for the YouTube side, but still portrait for the TikTok side. So there's that. Is it my hair? It's and we're hoping that doesn't jack everything up, but we'll see. We'll see. What's up, Caitlin? Love watching when you work? Heck yes. Radiant Decay, hello. Made it on time? Yeah. Celia, happy belated Lunar New Year's. Hey, right back at you. Mama Jewel, hello. Dizzy Blue Eyes, got the beans. Got the beans going on. The beans. Cameron, happy hump day to you as well. TikTok side, we are going for lightning bolts right out of the gate here to unlock lightning round. Rockwolf, Allie Bean, Pug Mom, Cindy Lou, Krista Museum Girl, Lottie, Myra Catalina, the SRT4 chick, Krista Museum Girl, Rockwolf again there, Myra Catalina, Emily Ray, Texas Mimi, Life with Lala. Thank you all so much for the love. Appreciate that. Trin is in the house now too. Hello. Melissa Elliott gives us a good morning from Australia. Good morning to you as well. Good morning. Haley in Brisbane. Is it Brisbane or Brisbane? How do you say it? Brisbane? Did you? Dark Lord, Cutie, how many times did you cry during the last episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms? It was really good. It was intense. The latest episode. Yeah. There's still one to go. I was like, that's not how it ends, right? It can't end like that. It can't end. Where's the cutie? Where is the cutie? Indeed. There we go. I still had it on my testing scene. There we go. We did finish his. No, did we finish his and hers? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
We finished it after the last live, and then we were up way too late.
Because, yeah, that's a show that you have to get all the way to the freaking end to get it. Yeah. Brisbane. Love playing sequence. It got so wild. So wild. Yeah, Yoko, we got it up there now. Sorry, I did a lot of testing earlier today because our testing yesterday went straight to the turlet. So I had to change a lot of things today and do some more testing. Did not do it with a live stream, so just crossing our fingers about today. I did a bunch of recordings, did some audio alignment. There's some new animations to show you today. There's some stuff, you know, because we're doing both landscape and portrait, streaming both right now. Ryan Bennett.
What's your favorite board game?
My favorite board game? I don't know. What is your favorite board game? Tater Rooney. Say hello to Tater. Here she be. Tater Rooney.
I think
in the
my
house.
favorite board game is Clue.
Clue's pretty. We haven't played Clue in a while.
We have the old school wooden version thing. It's pretty cool.
Lately, we've been playing Pretty Princess. And
I love that game too.
And Yahtzee, and that's been pretty much it.
We got a new cup for Yahtzee with felt on the inside. so that it doesn't make a lot of noise. And it's the best thing we ever did. Best $5 we ever spent.
The Yahtzee cup for the overstimulated.
Yes.
Nerd Dad dropping the 5. Need a cake story with dry knees, thick-skinned Tony. Dropping the 5 to get us there on the YouTube side.
Also, don't feel bad about giving Tony shit because he has
Tony gives everyone shit.
He has given me nonstop shit today.
Oh my God. I have no.
Oh my God. You asked if this was my hair when it was fixed.
I've got your
That's shit.
I got your mic enabled if you want to jump in at any time here. Guess who? Hey, we have a custom version of
She's
Guess
lying.
Who that my older sister made for us a long time ago, but it has like all family members on it. So
We're gonna have to get a new one
Yeah.
because Navy wasn't born yet, so she gets a little salty every time we play.
Yeah.
because her picture isn't on there.
and everybody looks way different. So it's fun though. It is cool. The custom versions of Guess Who are really, really fun.
Yeah, Clue. I just like the guessing and like figuring it out and
The guessing,
elimination. I really like it.
guessing.
There's also like a DVD Clue thing that I had played a long time ago, and it was actually quite fun too. Like that's how old it was. DVD Clue.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably an app version now. We're just I like the board game version. That SRT4 check. I wonder that is Yahtzee considered a board game because it has no board. I was going to say that because we have fun with that. Navy Thunder has the Yahtzee Luck. I don't.
Also, I got my first Yahtzee in like a decade when we played last time on your birthday.
Yeah.
And I rode that high for about 3 or 4 days.
Brady got one too, didn't he?
Yes.
1 or 2.
And then
He did really well.
my brother got like 2, and I was like, that's unnecessary.
Oh yeah, and we had like 12 people playing. It was when you get to like a critical mass of Yahtzee, and it just takes 12 years to make it all the way around the table.
Yeah.
There's probably like a perfect number, but I thought it was fun.
It was fun.
It was one game lasted a long time.
Yeah.
So the QOD
Showdown Yahtzee. Okay.
QOD
Interested.
right now is favorite board game. We don't have it up there right now because we got Candy Thunder up here too. But QOD is what is your favorite board game? We'll keep that going for just a moment here.
Hi,
Helena.
Granny D. Welcome. That's awesome. 1 year.
Ms. Artie, Carabites, Jersey Blind Girl, Colin. Thanks so much for the love. We are still going for lightning bolts on the TikTok side.
Tess, my 16-year-old Ava, she plays those games with her friends and they love them. But they have a couple. We should probably do it too. That we would have fun.
I actually have a stack of like 30 board games upstairs as I'm auditing the family room that we need to go through and figure out what we're keeping.
We Navy Thunder. I don't know if anyone remembers this from when they were younger, but Don't Break the Ice.
Yep, we've been playing that.
I don't even know if they still sell it, but we're missing 2 ice cubes, so it's Don't Break the Ice without 2. So it's very easy to break the ice. But we've started playing that, and she loves that game and wants to play all the time.
And Callie and I, that's probably what's happened here. She said, I love to play with kiddo, but then she gets into them without me and doesn't put them back properly.
Right, there you go.
Probably what's happened. That's why we're missing 2 ice cubes. Also,
Yes.
I think it takes a lot. It takes a lot more hand-eye coordination than most toddlers have to play something like Don't Break the Ice because you want to hit one cube.
She's getting better.
She is getting better, but at first it was like just whack, whack, whack. And she went straight for the corners too. I'm like, what are we doing?
Life with Layla. That's a good idea.
She's getting it.
She said to 3D print the 2 ice cubes.
What's up, Hildy?
Smart.
Joining over on the YouTube side. Hell yeah. Torn between Clue and Monopoly. We need to play Clue. Let's do that. Let's do that this weekend.
Okay.
We could do that.
Ava loves it too.
Not that we don't have a ton of other stuff going on. I'm like, let's play a game. You have a stack of board games too,
Yeah.
Chris, Museum Girl. Never played one together in 25 years of marriage. Yeah, that's why we need to start cycling them down so we can at least use them and not hide them in a cabinet somewhere.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited.
Excited about what? Playing board games?
No.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, get back to QOD here. Love playing Trouble. Urban Insanity. Munchkin. What is Munchkin? Beyond description. 22 friggin' months in the Gosh Heck and Thunder crew. You own probably 24 trivial pursuits, but Scrabble is the bomb. We might have a trivial pursuit up there. We need to look. There's so many that I don't even know what we have. Scrawl, Piles, Ask Arc Nova. She would like Shoots and Ladders, yeah. I know we've played Candyland with her as well. We need a Candy Thunder version of Candyland. Ninja Turtle dropping the 5. Thanks so much for the love. Yahtzee, we're saying it does count. But yeah, it doesn't have a board, but yes.
It can just be your favorite game.
Yeah, your favorite table game. 3 versions of Monopoly alone. There you go. Angie with the mini star. Melissa Elliott. Shoe Knot. Angie. Miss Artie. Johanna. Alley Cat. Kara Bites dropping the 107. Elise dropping the 112 bolts here. Kate. Colin. Granny D. Alina. Jersey Blind Girl. Alley Cat. Thanks so much for the love. Do you need my keys? Yeah. So in my black jacket there. In the right pockets is the key for that. Yes. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Crystal Museum Girl, you won Trivial Pursuit once by knowing Rusty Warren Band in Boston? Huh. Kids, Cluedo. What is Cluedo? There's so many games I don't know about now. Give away good condition games to assisted living. That's a damn good idea. We do a lot of work with a developmental disabilities group here in Joplin. That would be the way to go. And they have a day program. Nerd Dad sent 5 gifted memberships out on the YouTube side. So Roseanne, Sapling Mom, Goodfellow Charles, Angela, Abby's Callie. Welcome to the Gosh Heck and Fam. Courtesy of Nerd Dad. Hell yeah. She made naughty records back in the day. Oh. Interesting. Is Taboo considered a board game?
Trouble was my absolute fucking favorite game. I forgot about it.
Was your middle name?
That too. But Trouble with the little dice in the bubble, and you popped it.
Is that what? Okay.
It's kind of like, and you remember you had home and you had to line them up in the thing.
I don't know that I played it. What about Boggle? Do you remember Boggle? Because it had like the thing you shake up the words in, and then you gotta. It's like
I like that game.
Yeah,
we played that. My parents have it. We played it.
We might have that too. We might have that up. I don't even know what we have.
Oh, Battleship.
Yeah, sorry is good. Battleship
is good.
Yep. Yeah. All right, we definitely have to go through.
Okay, I love playing games. That's my 100% want to play with Navy. Like I would prefer games than imaginative play.
Yes.
So I'll leave you to the imaginative play.
We do the imaginative play. You know what's really funny? Quick story, and then we'll get into actual stories here. But first of all, everything's different. YouTube side, you're seeing a lot different. TikTok side, not a lot will be different for you, but we are doing full landscape mode on the YouTube side, so things are a little bit different. You see this frame and our stacked 2-shot here is a little bit different. There are some new animations to show you today. I'm very excited about that. Really crossing my fingers and hoping everything works and we don't crash the stream. But Navy Thunder has begun singing random songs with me and like making up words to things and just doing sonic nonsense, which I love. But we watched Mulan last night, and I no shit woke up this morning, and the instant my eyes popped open, my brain was like, "Let's get down to business," and it played in my head all fucking morning, through my shower, through getting ready. It was like, "Someday I'll make a man out of you." The whole time. It was just that was my motivation to get my ass moving in the morning.
So we sang it for everything.
And then
all 3 of us this morning
listened to it on the way to school with Navy Thunder. Got here, made the team listen to it as well. So yeah, it's just been a constant theme. Yes, you're welcome. It's gonna be stuck in everyone else's head today.
When I got here, he was still singing it. And this was like 12:15, and Tony's like, he has been doing that all day. And I'm like, I know. We said it was going to happen last night whenever we were singing it and couldn't stop.
We were making up our own words this morning.
It's the best song in the movie for sure.
Trying to make like a Dusty Thunder version of it as well. And I can't remember. We got part of it done, but I feel like we need a full blown Dusty Thunder version of that song.
There you go.
We'll see. Okay, let me get a little bit of a catch-up done, and then we'll dive into the actual show started here. Anna Hartman dropping the hundo bolts. Thanks so much for that. Oh, it's like my mouse is going crazy on that side. Twilight dropping bolts there as well. Angie dropping bolts. Asylum dropping the hundo. Anna Hartman with more. Aunt Sue, that SRT4 check. Bree, Granny D. We've got Texas. Show me the rest of the name. Texas Beamy. Lils, Shoe Knot, Angie, Melissa Elliott again there. Thank you guys so much. Mizardi, see you there again. Thank you guys for all the support. We greatly appreciate it. Really excited to show you some new stuff today. But for now, coming up, we have stories about crossing boundaries for a laugh. Is that about me? Did I do that? Disagreements over tips, not paying for family to attend weddings, arguments on vacation, messing up morning routines, refusing to co-parent siblings, boundaries with newborns, and we have spicy stories, lightning round with Caden Thunder today, cake stories, and petty revenge stories. Plus, we have a special guest who might jump on and say hi if she wants to today. Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it? Ava Thunder is here to pick up a car seat. Jump on. Come on. Come say hello.
Like my orange t-shirt.
Yeah, you got your orange rocks. There's nothing right here, right on the mat. There you go. Now you're sitting up. Camera's right there.
Hello.
Just look at the camera.
It's right there. Yeah. Say hi.
Hello. Okay, goodbye. Like my neon Adam. I look like the neon Adam.
There's I like neon green or neon orange.
She's like me when I would first come on the stream. Hello, goodbye.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
These are the colors that they chose for a t-shirt.
The first goal on the TikTok side is 5K bolts for the lightning round with Caden Thunder, and on the YouTube side, we have a super goal of 15.5 and up for a cake story with Tony Spock feedback. Bye, Dee Dee. Love you, kiddo. Be careful, please. The share goals, 1,500 shares. Again, we do greatly rely on your shares to get in front of new people, and sometimes the algorithm loves us, and sometimes it hates us. So, please. We did film a brand new Thunder and Spark episode yesterday that will be dropping soon. We had lots of laughs and even some new segments, and figured out afterward that one of the cameras was out of focus for the whole time, but we're still going to use it. So you'll have to bear with us on that one. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody, of course, is allowed to have their own opinion. We want you to share that opinion in a decent human being kind of way. Remember, no politics. This is a safe space from that bullshit. No religious debates. No trying to sell people shit. No trying to get people to look at your nudie pictures. Don't start none, won't be none. Mods, we love you. Thank you so much for being here today and helping keep the peace. You're like the king's guard. Get out your bros. Whoop. Boop, boop. How's everybody feel today? Feeling good? I need a lot of caffeine today. I'm hoping my brain works better than it did last stream, because my brain did not work for that one. It is gonna be a time. You're having a snowstorm, Bree. What? It is it hit 70 degrees here today. Last night it was like 40-mile-per-hour winds. They were howling through. It was crazy. Wonder Woman need laughs today. Mom and you both lost your jobs on Monday due to store closure. Damn. So sorry to hear that. All the vibes for you, and hopefully the serendipitous planetary alignment, something 10 times better, comes along very, very, very soon. Been freezing rain there all day, Callie? Boo. 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 Stacy Carter said she loved Ava's orange shirt. She's already walked out the door, but
She was so concerned about the orange shirt.
Why?
She's like, I look like a neon highlighter. And I was like,
you don't look like a neon highlighter.
I was like, it actually makes you, like, complexion-wise, it works really well. And she was like, I don't know why they chose this. And
neon orange is a hell of a color.
I was like, it's an orange shirt. Just go with it.
Do you remember?
Just rock it and be okay with it. I don't know. Lost my words.
Do you remember it was like late 90s, maybe around the year 2000? In the year 2000. Who remembers that? That bright ass, almost neon orange, but more like a Tennessee Vols orange was really, really in. and they had like Express was a women's store. They had a men's Express, but it wasn't called Men's Express. It was called Structure. Do you remember Structure?
Oh my gosh.
I
Barely.
got a like neon Tennessee orange, like V-neck kind of weird sweatery shirt type thing. And that was the only thing that color that I ever owned, but I loved that color. And I think I loved that color so much I was wanting to I wanted to go to University of Tennessee just because of it. All right, Tony's telling me I need to move my ass, so I'm going to move my ass here. Let's go. All right, first story. Let's rock and roll. Structure was bought by Express to start Men's Express. Ah, magic. Yeah, that works. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for breaking up with my comedian boyfriend after I explicitly told him not to joke about our sex life in his shows? Poll. I feel like this is poll worthy. Am I the astronaut for breaking up with my comedian boyfriend after I explicitly told him not to joke about our sex life in his shows? I'm guessing it wasn't that you told him. I'm guessing the problem wasn't that you told him. I'm guessing the problem was that he didn't listen. I'm going to go NTA on that. I wouldn't want that. And I'm guessing, Candy Thunder wouldn't want that.
Just kidding. No.
Yeah, I'm going to go NTA on that.
Depending on the joke.
We don't have a poll started, so we'll just do an unofficial one this time. I thought you were starting one. Sorry.
Oh.
Candy Thunder's just sitting there like, do.
Sorry, I was thinking about.
You're good. Okay. Official poll has started. 1 minute. 1 minute to get your vote in. YouTube side, please cast your vote. If you need a reminder, here's the scale. Ask on 4 is you could have done it differently. 3 is you should have done it differently. 2 is you definitely shouldn't have done it. 1 is you're a terrible human. And then, of course, there's ESH, which is everybody sucks here. NTA, which is not the astronaut. And there's also in AH, where it's no astronauts here. We don't have that as an official option, I don't think. But 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Ooh, black hole. Yep. No, can't forget about black hole. Can't forget about that. I'm at NTA. I mean, if your partner says don't do it, you don't friggin' do it.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. It is 98% NTA.
Okay. 98%
It's
NTA.
ended. Yep.
Let's go. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. I, 33 female, was dating my boyfriend, 38 male, who is a comedian. Early on in our relationship, I set a clear boundary. I was not comfortable with him joking about me, especially about our sex life, in his stand-up, even if the stories were exaggerated or completely made up for the sake of comedy. I explained that I highly value privacy and I didn't want intimate or personal aspects of our relationship turned into material for an audience. He agreed and said he understood. I explained, already read that. His jokes are usually about him and stuff that happens to him, so I wasn't really concerned about it, and he's very funny. But I know how these things end up, so I just wanted to protect what we had. However, last week he had a big show that was important for his career. During the set, he talked about his childhood, then transitioned into past relationships, and eventually began talking about how we met and got into our sex life. About very private stuff, a mix between real facts and made-up stories. I think we can go to red flag warning mode for this. What made this worse is that I had invited my family, coworkers, and close friends to support him that night. Sitting there while he joked about intimate parts of our relationship in front of people I see regularly was humiliating. Everyone was looking at me because he had previously pointed at me. I couldn't take it, and I just left. Oh shit, like not just friends and family were looking at you, but the whole fucking audience because he pointed at you? Cool, buddy. When I confronted him afterward, he said it was just a joke, part of his job, and that I was being too sensitive and limiting his creativity, but everyone was laughing. That was his stupid excuse. He also said that because we hadn't talked about this boundary in a long time, we've been together for 3 years, he assumed I had grown out of it. That made me furious. I felt this was unfair because I never revoked that boundary, and I don't think consent expires just because time passes or a topic isn't constantly revisited. I decided to break up with him because I felt like my consent and comfort were less important than getting laughs. Now he's telling people I ended things over harmless jokes and that I couldn't handle dating a comedian. Some friends are split. My family, close friends, and coworkers are on my side, but our friends in common think I should reconsider my decision and that I should have seen that coming since he is a comedian. I wouldn't mind if he had made fun of me in general, but our private life was the limit. I feel like I did the right thing. I feel like if I let this slip, he would be justified to disrespect me again. Am I the astronaut? What would you do? There is an update before we dive into that. Let's chat here.
I mean, he didn't respect what she asked him to do. So NTA for me at this point. But I also, I mean, at the same time, he's a comedian and he's going to make jokes like this. And I feel like he should have known that. And like he agreed not to do it, and he shouldn't have agreed to something he was going to, if he was going to cross the line, he shouldn't have agreed to it.
The friends in common are like, you should have seen this coming. And OP's like, I fucking did. That's why we talked about this like day one of the relationship.
Exactly. And if he was going to go there, even telling her he wasn't going to go there, and then she brings her friends and family and he goes there, I mean, that's complete disrespect.
Yeah.
Without like talking to her first, any of these things, even like she said, even if they weren't true, it doesn't matter. She asked him not to do it. He agreed not to do it, and he fucking did it.
Yeah.
So NTA.
Yeah. There is no statute of limitations on consent, on an agreement, on giving your word. That doesn't expire. And him coming back and just trying to make you feel bad over your reaction to it is just narcissistic BS behavior. So
Heidi said it's toxic to say it was harmless jokes.
Yeah.
It's not harmless.
You're overreacting.
When somebody specifically, like 100% asked you not to do it, and you agreed not to do it, and then you fucking did it.
Yeah. He FAFO'd.
Yeah.
So he made his choice. He knew what the consequences were going to be when he did it, and he did it. So consequences.
Right.
And you're right, OP. If you let this slide, it is just opening up the door for him to do whatever the fuck he wants, and nothing is off limits.
I agree 100%.
Okay.
I don't think he ever meant to leave it off limits. I think he just waited a certain amount of time before doing it.
He waited until he was going to shoot his shot, and this was it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the update. After reading the comments and taking some time to reflect on the matter, I wanted to reply to everyone with this update. I want to clarify something that came up in a few comments. I was not holding him back. I always supported his humor and even encouraged him to roast me. I genuinely found him funny, which was attractive to me. A fun man is always a plus, which is why I also invited people I cared about to come up and support him. He only had one thing that he was not supposed to make fun of. He could have joked about anything else. I only ever had one clear boundary, and that boundary was crossed. At first, when I was told by some mutual friends, that problematic group I previously mentioned, that I was too sensitive and that I had ruined his night, I felt awful and internalized that blame. After stepping back, I have come to understand that he knowingly put himself in that situation by crossing a boundary I had clearly communicated. Even if we didn't talk about it recently, it was still valid.
Yep.
His family and close friends unfollowed and blocked me everywhere, so I know where they stand. It's fine. I'm not going to mourn. I will be honest that the idea of going public is tempting, but I am choosing not to because I want peace more than validation. Your validation here on Reddit is enough for me. You guys, my family, my true friends, are on my side, and that's what matters to me. This group of friends' intervention was what made me doubt myself. So yeah, I'm not planning to make a public statement or turn this into something bigger than it already is. I want to leave this behind me. Even though I recognize that I could speak publicly if I wanted to, it would cause a big mess. I don't feel like the 3 years we spent together were wasted. We shared many good moments, and I value what we had. It's just in the past now. With some distance and time alone, I have also been able to recognize patterns of his selfish behaviors that I previously overlooked, and I am no longer willing to stay in a relationship where those patterns exist. This decision was not about controlling him or limiting who he is. It was about respecting myself. I'm focusing on healing because, trust me, it was very embarrassing, and moving forward and feel more confident in my decision. Thank you to everybody who offered such thoughtful and supportive advice and a few laughs too. You're funnier than he could ever dream of being. I really needed it. Okay.
Well,
I'm glad she looked back and saw the patterns, because I was wondering with it was just a harmless joke mantra, like how many times he had used that in order to be a dick in the face of humor. But I don't know. I think OP dodged a bullet here.
I would agree. And yeah, I mean, look.
Maybe this guy can go find someone that wants to bear it all and joke about everything, and they can be made for each other. But
Well, look, I think OP discovered something about herself, and her ex-comedian boyfriend learned something about himself as well. And that is, no one is safe.
Right.
Nothing is safe. He will sell out anyone and everyone for the laugh, especially if it's a big, important shooting.
100%. Mm-hmm.
So that's what they know. So I think we're all in agreement here. NTA for OP. Let's go ahead and make that official here. That's NTA. How do you feel, though, about douche canoe comedian boyfriend? Where would you put him on the scale?
For saying the part that makes me the most mad is that he said he wouldn't.
He agreed.
He agreed to it. He agreed to the one stipulation where she was like, I don't care, roast me, do whatever you want. Just don't bring our sex life into it. And he couldn't even respect that. I'm not going to say he's like a terrible human being, but he's definitely Ascon too. Maybe Ascon 1. I don't know.
He definitely shouldn't have. I don't know. You know what? I would say he was Ascon 2 for going there. He definitely shouldn't have done it. But
and then doubling down?
Yes, doubling down got him to 1. I feel like he's at 1 because he said, you're overreacting. It was just a joke. He just deflected and didn't take any accountability for crossing that boundary that he was fully aware he was crossing. So I'd put him at a 1 there.
And then the friends and family blocking her like they were. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe
let's make that official.
Maybe when the asshole doubles down, it automatically bumps them to the next level.
Yeah.
So you were in Ascon 2 and then you doubled down. Welcome to Ascon 1.
Yep. Here we go. And here's something new to show you. So fancy. Do you like? Yeah? Yeah. More importantly, did it glitch? Please say no. Please lie to me and say no. Please lie. Magic said, I would make him ask on 1. He went back and then gaslit her. Yeah. No glitching. Black hole boyfriend could go directly. Yeah, if he continued down that road, it would definitely be that kind of direction here. Elise dropping the 5. Tony shared the live on TikTok, and I felt bullied for not being here. LOL. I'm sure after this funeral, I'll have some family drama to share. Oh. Sorry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super. Please do report any and all drama our direction here. Our direction? Direction. Words are still hard. Sorry about that. A little bit of a catch up here. Direction, yeah. The word of the day here in the office earlier was grundle. We aren't going to get into that. Steph dropping the rose. Sam Gilmore in the house dropping the bolts. Watermelly. Sam Gilmore dropping the 168. Rockwolf dropping the hundo. Watermelly. Tam Bigler. Tam. Why did I say Tam? Just fundraising habit. Everly. Kayla. Celestial Sky. Tina Schalzy. Kia G. Beth. Andromeda Amber, Tyler Gray, Tammy Bigler, Everly again there, just dropping more, Adriana, Lady P, Sabs, Shadow Wolf, Anna Hansen, Snoops, Helena, Angie. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. We are at 24 hundo out of 5K for the bulk goal. Candy Thunder, at least even in the morning, you are hilarious. Sending hugs and love.
We all feel bullied by Tony.
Heather, no glitches here except my toddler attacking my keyboard. Toddlers and cats. Panda, thanks so much for the love. Jersey Blind Girl, Miss Artie, thank y'all. All right, let's go to the next story here. I gotta play a little bit of catch up because I fart around and then I squirrel out and then I get behind on stories and then I'll miss a story and then you guys won't get to hear that story and I can't. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with yet another. Couldn't connect. Retrying now. TikTok Live just disconnected. That was weird. Should be reconnected now. TikTok side. Let me know if
you're back.
If I'm back. Okay. Yeah, David Holloway first live on YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube side. Coincidentally, the first live on YouTube that we're doing in landscape. All right. Yeah, the TikTok's connection got severed and then reestablished. So, all right, now we'll dive in. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for not tipping the pizza delivery guy up front? What? Is that like when you order a pizza, you pre-tip? Pre-tipping. Am I the astronaut for not pre-tipping the pizza delivery guy?
What?
Poll. Am I the astronaut for not tipping the pizza delivery guy up front? Pre-tipping, right? So it's when you place an order, They want you to go ahead and put your tip right on there.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's right. Just the pre-tip. That's right. The pre-tip. I mean, I'm an NTA for not doing it. I mean, the whole tip concept is based on performance, is it not? So like predefining that is a roll of the dice. Now I normally still do it, but there's nothing wrong with waiting until afterward. Or if you don't do the pre-tip whenever you place the order and you plan on giving the delivery guy cash or something, look, yeah, like sometimes you tip in cash. I don't think you're an astronaut for not doing it. I'm going NTA. NTA, Ms. HH, I'm not mature enough for this conversation.
Me too.
Kitty cat post tips were always better for me. I would agree. Look, I mean, you have the opportunity to give somebody a stellar experience and to make more if you do post tip. Pre-tip is such a risky choice. It is, Dark Lord. Sky Smith, Tony, come out to play. She says, trying to get Tony out here. We're at 2 of 15 YouTube side. That's how we get Tony out here. Server or driver doesn't get the whole tip if you pre-tip. That's true.
Oh, interesting. Okay. 90% went NTA and 4.7% went Ask on 4.
Okay. All right. Let's dive in.
Dark Lord.
We're all... Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Am I the astronaut for not tipping the pizza delivery guy up front? I ordered pizza delivery online from a chain in my city last week. It gave the option to tip when I placed the order, but I prefer to wait for it to be delivered to tip. After all, I believe the tip should be based on the level of service I'm given. If the pizza is delivered quickly and hot, I'll give a larger tip than if it's late and cold, for example. Is that not the whole point behind a tip? I don't see why anyone should be expected to tip for a service before receiving that service. I've done so in the past and was quite upset when food I tipped 25% on was delivered to me over an hour late, cold, and the driver was rude. So back to the situation at hand. As soon as I opened the door for the pizza delivery guy, I noticed that he looked very irritated. I smiled at him and said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he looked towards his hot bag, expecting him to start taking the pizza out. He did not. He instead said, "So I noticed you paid with a credit card and didn't include any tip. So are you going to give me a cash tip then, right?" I was flabbergasted. The gall of this guy to be standing on my doorstep holding my food hostage and demanding a tip. Now, every other pizza place I've ordered from, if you use a credit card to pay, will give you a receipt upon delivery that has a spot for you to fill in the tip amount, total, and sign. That's fully what I intended to do. I was so taken aback, but managed to explain to him that I prefer to tip after the delivery is completed, and if he would give me the receipt, I would of course fill it in. He very aggressively told me that's not how it works, and that at his store, there's no way to add a credit card tip upon delivery, and that the receipt is finalized after the initial payment, that my tip needs to be cash. I was so confused by this and explained to him that I don't carry cash on me, that I've always been able to write in the credit card tip when I've ordered pizza before. I apologized and asked if he had a Venmo so that I could tip him that way. He said no, he didn't have a Venmo, and again demanded I give him a cash tip. I was floored at this point that this man was seriously that brazen and rude to argue with me over this and refused to give me my pizza if I didn't tip. Said I wasn't sure what he wanted me to do, as again, I don't have cash on me. At this point, I was so offended by his rudeness that I didn't think he even deserved a tip anyways. But I was home alone and just wanted my food and for him to leave. I offered to write in a tip on the receipt, even though there was no line for it, with my signature, so he could hopefully have his manager add it to my total. That finally seemed to be agreeable to him, and only after I wrote that and gave it back to him did he hand me my pizza and huff off towards the car. I was afraid to even eat it at that point, scared he had tampered with it or something, thinking I wasn't going to tip. I thought about reporting this interaction to the store, but I was so upset I hadn't gotten his name and feared it would just be my word against him, claiming I wasn't going to tip would just make me seem like an asshole. So am I in the wrong here? What could I have done differently? Had anyone else had this issue before? I used to be a server and a DoorDash driver, and I honestly can't imagine actually having the balls to so aggressively confront somebody or demand a tip like that, even if they gave me a no tip at all. And in this situation, I felt like it was clear that wasn't at all what I was trying to do. You report that shit, right? You don't have to have his name. They know what driver went to your house. You report that shit. Wait, okay, hold on.
He held the pizza hostage until this person tipped him, basically.
Look, yeah.
I mean, that's basically in his hot bag.
The pizza that you did pay for. You paid for that pizza. He doesn't have a right to hold it hostage from you. He also doesn't have a right to make you feel unsafe in your home. Like, this is fucked up.
Magic. I saw your comment, and I mean, we've seen Ring doorbell footage of these interactions of people not getting the tip and being pissed and commenting on where these people live or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm not inclined to disbelieve this story, but I do think that tipping culture in general has gotten out of hand. Obviously, we're in America, so I know it's not that way in the rest of the world, but I do think it is out of hand in certain things. But when you're at a restaurant and you go sit down, like it's in America, we need to pay our servers. Like we can't change it by stiffing them. But in this instance, this guy didn't deserve the tip because he was straight up asshole. And if you were a server in a restaurant and you wouldn't treat somebody like this in that way. And if you're going to order pizza and they're going to bring it, are they using their own gas? Like, I don't know how any of this works with pizza delivery service.
I mean, I mean, they'll get like a small, almost like a server, like a small hourly plus tips.
Okay. So I don't think you can do this. So 100% call the company.
I would. So at least makes an interesting point here and says I wouldn't want to turn it in and risk his job since he knows your address. That's fair.
That's creepy. Yeah.
That's fair. But also not doing it is giving permission for this to happen again to someone else, right? Not calling it out is saying that's okay. And if I'm an admin at that company, I want to fucking know if my team is out there treating people like this and representing my company like this and making people feel unsafe. It is messed up.
Moon Girl, I'm going to jump on your comment just because we were both servers and it irritates the shit out of me for people to say this. It's not my go get a better job. And what happens when all the servers no longer work at restaurants and you have nowhere to go and no one's waiting on you and you're getting shitty service because people refuse to tip? This is the culture we live in. We can change it by talking to our government officials. We can change it by doing things at state levels. But at this point in time, if you're going to go out and eat somewhere and you know that server's making $2, $3, $4 an hour, it is your job to tip. If you don't tip and we go to a thing where it's like they just get paid minimum wage, your prices are going to increase. So you're paying the tip either way. And at that point, it's like, it's better if you give it to the server directly because they are going to make more money than the restaurant. Because at this point, like, prices are going to go up or you're going to tip.
Yeah.
There is no alternative.
And also look at it this way. I mean, the service side of things where tip culture has been for a long time is performance based and has been for a long time. So you go to a restaurant, that server is working extra hard because the tip you give them is performance based. You take that away, you're going to get the same shitty service everywhere you go. Right? Like because it doesn't matter. They're not gonna make more money if they give you a great experience. They're gonna bust their ass and go above and beyond because it doesn't benefit them in any fucking way at all. They should still do it to be a DFHB, right?
Right.
But you take away the incentive to do it and that disappears as well. Now the whole thing is getting flip-flopped and all fucked up because pre-tipping is a thing now and like it is a mess, right? But we're not at a place where we can just say, go get a better job.
Where it's being the tipping thing, and I speak for like what's happening in our country, but the tipping thing is out of control when it's not based on service and what they're providing. And when you see it everywhere and you're at a freaking store and you've shopped for your own shit and they want to tip, that's excessive and unnecessary.
Yeah.
And obviously I think that should be declined, but when you're going somewhere and you know that's the culture and you know that where you live, like if you're making that person work for nothing. And I will never understand that argument because I'm like, you're just going to pay for it in your food cost. Yeah. Whenever we finally flip that narrative and servers are paid differently, because it probably will flip in the future at some point, but we're also going to pay a lot higher price to go sit down in a restaurant.
Yeah. And it is out of
the money's going to come from, it's always going to come from us.
Well, and maybe by that point their solution will be just to have the kiosks things at there are no servers anymore. There's a food runner, and every interaction you have is just with a screen, right? So who knows? But look, this is not okay. What happened to OP in this story, not okay. And I would want the company to know that they've got somebody out there doing this and representing their company like this, because it is not okay. And
Right.
you know it's happening to other people as well. Yes, you run the risk of exposing yourself in the process, but ample precautions, right? My goodness. It is NTA. And the question was, am I the astronaut for not tipping the pizza delivery guy up front? Which is something we have to think about now, because we place orders for food and the pre-tipping is there. And do you run a risk with perception of the person who's then bringing you food if you don't do the pre-tipping? I guess you have to think about it.
Yeah, I didn't know that that the tip didn't go to the driver. I thought the tip
Not
was
all of it.
Yeah, I didn't know that part of it went back to the company. So that's something to keep in mind whenever you are ordering pizza. I don't know. I mean, that would be a question for each company individually.
Normally, I think it says on a lot of them 100% of the tip goes to the driver, or we'll say like it'll give you some kind of indication.
I would want to make sure that my money is going directly to the person who is delivering the food.
Yeah.
Who's the one that's working. Yeah.
That's fair. But we're still at an NTA. Let's make that official.
Absolutely.
NTA for UOP. I wish you would tell. I wish you would call the manager and let them know that this is happening, and maybe they know and just don't give a shit, and that would be even worse. But I wish that you would let them know. And there's that. All right, a little bit of a catch up here. In the meantime, we are darn close on the lightning bolt goal on the TikTok side. Asalim dropping, getting ready to hit 130, passing it now, dropping more lightning bolts. Ana Maria Ortiz, Jody, Sabs dropping the bolts. Angie, Real Life Works. Asalim dropped the 300. Sam Gilmore dropped 1,092 plus a bunch more. Rockstar, Sam. Rockstar. Sahasrala dropping bolts here. That SRT4 check, Shiny Lights. Asalim. Steph, 70. Sam Gilmore dropping more. Emmy Castro. Bay Fox. Thank you guys so much. Tina Allen on the YouTube side dropping a 5. Tip goes to the driver. Delivery fees charged. Most of that goes to the store. Yeah, and there are some places that will straight up tell you if 100% goes there. I don't know that we can blanket statement say that everybody does that, but Ninja Turtle dropped the gifted membership on the YouTube side and went out to Ninchilla Chillin'. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Fam. Glad to have you. All right, we'll dive into our next story here. But we are moments away from hitting that goal on the TikTok side and getting lightning round rocking here. There it is. We hit it. All right, let me give some thanks for this, and then we'll get lightning round rocking here with Caden Thunder. In the number 1 spot on the TikTok side, Sam Gilmore at 1365. Asalim in the number 2 spot at 974. Carabytes, number 3 spot. Rockwolf, Aunt Sue, Adventures with Pam, Angie, Johanna Katrine. Am I saying that anywhere near right? Elise, Anna Hartman, Melissa Elliott, Just Jess, Pug Mom, Lils, That Alaska Girl, Lady P, Miss Artie, Colin Amnol, Sabs, Jersey Blind Girl, the SRT4 Chick, Amy Castro, Watermelly, Panda, Sydney, Kristen Museum Girl, Ana Maria Ortiz, Shadow Wolf, Helena or Helena? You can go both way, right? Natalie Ford, Tammy Bigler, Cindy Lou, Kayla Everly, Twilight, Anna Hansen, Steph, Spooky Babe, and Luna Rose. Thank you guys so much for helping us hit that and unlocking lightning round. The next thing we're going to unlock is a spicy story in confetti. Real confetti, not the CGI confetti you are seeing now. And see if I can find the right thing here. Yeah, Caden Thunder. Candy Thunder gets a break. Yes. Tony, get the big fan. We'll have Candy Thunder sitting in the chair and just fan her while she's in between. Getting your shimmies out? Mel J. Wolf member for 30 months. Whoop whoop. Heck yeah. Okay. How do you try to get the membership? So it's random on the gifted membership side of things. Oh, with the treasure box things. I don't know if they do memberships in there. I don't know if gifted memberships are working on TikTok right now. So on the YouTube side they are. All right, ladies and gents, here we go. It is time for lightning round.
It's been a little while since I've been up here on camera.
It has been a little while since Caden Thunder has been up here. Jean-Luc Peacock is getting warmed up over there. We've got Caden Thunder in the house here.
Hey guys,
Heck yeah.
it's probably been like a month, at least.
Has it been?
I think so.
It's been a hot minute.
I didn't have the goatee thing going on last time.
Oh, that's true.
That's the first time I think they've probably seen it.
Dang, and it is February 18th here, so it might have been one of our first lightning rounds in the new location then. So it's all a little bit different here.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? If you haven't witnessed a lightning round happen before, here's what it is. We have a collection of 5-ish very short stories, and we have a very small amount of time to give feedback on that. The end of that time will be marked by Jean-Luc Peacock doing that kind of thing. And it's quick, it's fun, it's awkward. Let's go. Story number 1 for lightning round here. Am I the astronaut for throwing food out that my roommate left sitting out in the kitchen overnight? My roommate, 24 female, left perishables out all night. Chicken broth, heavy whipping cream, an onion, uncovered Brussels sprouts, riced cauliflower, an open can of Coco Lopez, and a few more random things. I threw them away this morning because there were flies in my kitchen. So gross. I had to clean all the dishes she left out because I need to use my dishes. Everything in the apartment is mine. Now she's mad at me because I threw away her food that was no longer safe to eat. Am I the astronaut?
What was she gonna do with it?
Eat it.
I don't know. So like all the stuff here.
Wait.
Well, okay, so there was chicken broth, heavy whipping cream, an onion, uncovered Brussels sprouts, riced cauliflower, an open can of Coco Lopez. So like an onion can probably be left out, right? Because you don't necessarily have to refrigerate them?
I guess so.
Or do you once you cut into it?
You've sliced it. I feel like it might need to be refrigerated.
But no matter what, look, you leave out perishables overnight, they're no good the next day.
They're no good. It's icky. That's gross.
You just gotta talk. What was she gonna do? I mean, is she still gonna munch on them?
Maybe she was
NTAOP.
Yeah.
All right, here's our next story. Wiping down gym equipment. Am I the astronaut? Whenever I go to my local gym and use the equipment, I'm never comfortable assuming someone before me wiped down the equipment or did it to a level I would find acceptable. Instead, I assume the equipment has not been wiped down and I wipe them down to my comfort level before I use them. That said, I don't wipe them down after I finish. I barely sweat. I believe that people should wipe down the equipment before they use it, not after. The only exception to my no obligation to wipe down the equipment after using it policy are those people who profusely sweat and would do well using a drop cloth while using the equipment. Am I the astronaut?
You can't poop on the sidewalk and then expect other people to clean up their turds. Motherfucker.
Even if you ensured the sidewalk was poop-free before pooping on the sidewalk. Right? You don't get to change the policy for everyone else. I think that's the problem. Like, if you want to do it beforehand because you're not comfortable, they did it up to your standards, then you also have to do it afterward. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. That said, I only, like, the little bit of working out I do is in the garage. So, like...
I can speak to it. I always wipe everything down, and everybody I see at the gym, for the most part, always wipes everything down. But if you, you can't expect people to do that if you're not doing it. That's hypocrism. Hippogriff?
You about to make me have a hypocrism over here.
HIPAA violation?
Yep. Wipe down after you put your grundle bundle on it. Third story. Am I the astronaut for telling my friend I don't want to split the bill anymore because she forgets her wallet every time? We go out, she orders drinks, apps, dessert, the whole experience, and when the check comes, it's always, can you just put it on your card and I'll send it? She either sends less than what she owes or takes days to do it. I started asking for separate checks, and now she says I'm embarrassing her and being weird about money. I'm trying to get my finances together, and I'm tired of silently covering the difference. Am I the astronaut?
Your friend, right?
Friend.
Not your significant other or anything like that?
Friend.
Did they know that? You're friends and not dating? Because it doesn't seem like it.
No, okay, so let's assume that they know they're just trying to take advantage of somebody. I think, look, it is either you come prepared to pay for your fair share while we're there, or we don't go. there has to be some kind of boundary created here. And if she's saying that you're being weird about money because you expect her to pay her fair share, this is gonna happen again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
NTA, but you're gonna have to enforce an actual boundary here.
User.
Jean-Luc agrees. Fourth lightning round story. Am I the astronaut for telling my roommate she can't bring her new puppy into my side of our apartment? So I, 24 female, live with my roommate, 25 female, in a 2-bedroom apartment. She just got a puppy and has been asking if it can stay inside my side of the apartment sometimes when she is out at work and I am home, etc. I love dogs, but I have severe allergies, and even a short time around a puppy can make me quite sick. She got upset when I said no, arguing that it's just for a little while and that the puppy needs socialization. I tried explaining my allergies, but she says I'm overreacting. Now she's been avoiding me and leaving passive-aggressive notes about my not being flexible. Am I the astronaut for prioritizing my health over her puppy?
I would start crop dusting her room because my ass needs to socialize every once in a while. I'm gonna backtrack that.
Wow.
Ooh. I'm gonna backtrack that like 5 steps.
You're going to back that up?
Yeah, you're making me sweaty, man. Words aren't my strong suit, guys.
Hey, words are hard, man. Words are hard.
I'm a flight risk every time I get on here.
So it's NTA. Look, if she expected you to be a part-time caretaker of her puppy, that should have been an agreement that she made with you up front. It is not your responsibility to take care of her puppy.
Yeah.
She's trying to make it your responsibility. You're NTA, but you're going to have to communicate that in plain English to her and say, it's not my job to take care of your puppy. You should have thought about this ahead of time. If it was something you wanted me to do, you should have talked to me about it ahead of time.
I would just like to... My ass doesn't need socializing. I just like to... It's got plenty of socializing going on. It's fine.
What does that mean?
That might be worse.
It's not got any socializing going on.
I am your father. Please remember this.
I don't do anything with my ass.
I cross boundaries and embarrass you all the time, but when it happens the other way, it makes me really uncomfortable.
The only thing it does is squat
Okay.
at the gym
All right.
in public.
Final lightning round story. Am I the astronaut for finding someone's lost debit card and disposing of it so no unscrupulous people can use it? I did exactly what it says in the title. I found somebody's card on my way to the subway on my commute home. I walked by, turned around, grabbed it, hoping to find a transit cop to hand it off to. Couldn't find one, so I tossed it in a trash can so that no one with bad intentions could find it. I feel a bit bad about not being able to hand it off, but I couldn't just let it sit here and risk somebody bad grabbing it. Okay, so hold on. OP, didn't hear from the person who lost it or anything. They're just, wondering if they did the right thing after the fact.
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like, yeah, what?
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Oh, yeah, I would agree. But, did you cut it up first with something? Or did you, bend it in half? Or you just literally just throw it?
Well, I would figure that they would probably deactivate it pretty quick if they're paying attention, if they stopped it. So, I mean, anytime I've ever lost a card, I would just hope that somebody did that. I've lost a card in a mosh pit before.
People can find it in the trash. That's right.
That's true.
So I was thinking, look, if you were going to truly dispose of it, put it in your pocket, take it home, and actually cut it up.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Right. Have some kind of safe disposal method instead of just throwing it straight in the trash where people do dig through. Look, I mean, we've got the alleyway with dumpsters.
That's
to
true.
Prove it.
That's true.
They dig through every single thing that we put in the trash. It's wild.
I mean, yeah, there's people at the concerts who are looking for cards that people have dropped and thrown away and stuff like that so they can go get their fun juice and whatnot.
Fun juice.
My vocabulary is...
Get them social asses and that fun juice. Call the bank seems to be the common response here. So I think that makes sense.
Call the bank.
All right. That is Lightning Round with Kate and Thunder,
This
y'all.
has been the sweatiest lightning round I've ever had. Hey, can I just not talk today? Is that what's happening?
It's probably because of your cardigan.
It keeps me warm.
I get it.
I'm gonna go now.
But you said sweaty.
It was nice seeing you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kate and Thunder. Big round of applause. All the love. Wipe down the equipment, Caden. As HH says, he will. He's an equipment wiper downer. All good. All good. You could drop IDs in the mailbox. Could you do it with a debit card? I don't know. The bank would have automatically canceled that card. Yeah, so you might as well just cut it up. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is there, but I feel like just tossing it uncut in the trash ain't the way. You know? I do need an applause track. Never had one. I need to do that. Dusty Thunder is filmed in front of a live studio audience of our team. All right, we'll dive back in over here. Hey, we are at 12 hundo out of 25 hundo on the Fingerheart goal. YouTube side, we are at 3 of 15. As a reminder, YouTube side, we're trying to unlock a cake story with Tony Spark feedback. TikTok side, we are trying to unlock a spicy story and confetti. Angie, thanks so much for the finger hearts. Kitty Cat Queen with the heart me. Allie, dropping gifts over there. Hortensia, Caitlin Pelletier, Art, Urban Insanity, Rock Wolf, Adriana, Rock Wolf again there. Sam Gilmore dropping. I can't do math. That math is hard, but it's over 700. 700 finger hearts there. You're a rock star. Candy Koala, Lady P, thanks so much for the love. Jeanette, Asalim, thank you. Yeah, Ms. HH, you remember those announcements? Yeah. Dusty Thunder is filmed before a live studio audience. Like Cheers. Friends had it as well. Nah, did they make that announcement on Friends before the show, Tater? I don't think they did. Friends is filmed before a live studio audience. Did they? Overkill, Adriana, Bubbly Baby, Caitlin, thanks so much. Okay, here we go. I am ready for the next story. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is Am I the Astronaut for not paying for my mom to come to my wedding? Tater, would you mind starting a poll for us? Am I the astronaut for not paying for my mom to come to my wedding? Hey, Dolphin, dropping the 5. We got to unlock the cake story. I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you. Home improvement? Yeah, home improvement. There you good. There you good, is what I said. There you go. Am I the astronaut for not paying for my mom to come to my wedding? 50 seconds left. That's still on. Am I the astronaut for not paying for my mom to come to my wedding? Tater Rooney, what do you think about this?
I have no idea.
Is there an obligation if you don't live near your parents, or if you do a destination wedding, do you have an obligation to pay for your parents to come to the wedding?
No, I don't think you have an obligation to pay for your parents.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
But if I had the means and my parent wasn't able, then I would try to help to get them there.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's not a necessity. Like it's not. I don't know.
I agree.
If I wanted my mom there and she couldn't make it, and didn't have the money, then I would try to do everything I could to get her there.
Right, but it's not.
But there's probably a reason. So
I'm sure there is, but you're not automatically beholden
Correct.
to get people to your wedding.
Yes, so I would go with NTA because
I would as well
know until I know the reason.
Here are poll results. I've got them for you up here if you want.
It's 62% NTA, and then the second one is 18% at ESH.
I still always forget about ESH.
Same.
All right, here we go. Am I the astronaut for not paying for my mom to come to my wedding? I'm getting married in May, and I'm having a lot of conflicting feelings about my mom not being able to come. For background, my parents got divorced 2 years ago, and at the time, my mom did not have a job or a place to go after they moved out of their house, so she came to live with me. This was meant to be a temporary living situation while she got back on her feet and found her own place. She did get a job, and when she moved in, she told me she had about $5,000 in savings. Fast forward to now, she's still living with me and has been working the whole time. I don't charge her rent or utilities because I would rather her save money to get her own place, and I also pay for all the groceries and do all the cooking and cleaning, etc. The conflict. My fiance and I got engaged in 2024 and planned to have a micro wedding with just close friends and family in Montana. We live in Florida. In the summer of 2026. We got engaged pretty close to when my parents got divorced, and my mom was pretty bitter about the whole thing and barely even congratulated me. I waited to even tell her I got engaged for a few days because she was having a breakdown about her divorce. I tried not to rub it in her face and pretty much just didn't talk to her about it because I didn't want to upset her. Having to do that? Red flag. During the past year and a half, she's continuously made comments about how rude it is of me to have a destination wedding and that my friends probably hate that they have to travel for me. She got really into my head to the point that I actually canceled my whole plan and decided to elope to Europe instead. I consulted my whole family, including my mom, and asked if they'd want to accompany my fiance and me in Europe for the wedding. Everyone, especially my mom, said yes, very enthusiastically, and everyone said it would be a dream to go to Europe. I think now that we are going somewhere everyone wanted to go, they were excited. I did explain to them that it would cost quite a bit more, and everyone said it was okay. I made a savings plan with my mom to make sure she could afford it. That's when it all went downhill. She had spent all the money she had saved when she first moved in on useless junk from Amazon and Etsy. She did not save a dime of what she was supposed to save when he made her a budget plan. Now she can't afford to go, but most of the rest of the family is still able to go and have everything booked. I can't afford to pay for her to go, and I told her that from the beginning, but I can't help but feel bad that she won't be there. It's not everyone else's fault that she's bad with money, and I don't want to punish them by saying they can't come because she can't come, but I feel like a bad daughter. So am I the astronaut for allowing my mom to not be at my wedding? Hold up.
The way you worded that question tells me that your mom has pulled this shit your entire life, because that's the vibe that it's giving. NTA, and you are not a bad daughter.
How long has she been living with you? She moved in with you. So 2 years. You don't charge her anything to live there. She has no expenses.
And she spent all her fucking money.
And she has no money to be able to go.
OP.
But she's known that this was going to happen for a long time. This is not a you problem. This is a her problem. Yeah. And she is going to continue to leech off of you so long as you allow her to.
Your mom has done a number on you. And I truly hope that you give your mom a timeline when she needs to be out of your house. Because when you get married, you need to have a home for you and your partner, and your mom will never leave unless you force this issue. Oh my gosh, please do not be upset that your mom can't. She did this to her fucking self with her. How on earth do you spend all your fucking money on bullshit when you're not even paying to live somewhere, to pay for groceries, to pay for utilities, to pay for any of it? You've been handed a golden ticket.
That's like
and you just abused the entire situation.
That is a parent-teenager conversation, not a adult-child-parent conversation.
Yeah.
Here's what you got to think about, OP. Think 5 years down the road. You're married. Your husband and you are living together. Is your mom living there too?
Oh my gosh.
Because if you allow this to continue down the path you have already allowed it to continue down, and I'm not saying like just not bringing her to your wedding, but allowing her to use you as a support system while she literally just blows.
Well, she's getting free therapy too by abusing you. So she's not a mom, she's a faux mom. And she doesn't deserve what you have given her. Faux ma.
We came up with that today, earlier today in the studio here. Faux ma is faux mom, like
yep.
Fake mom. This is faux ma. But here's what you got to think about, OP. Your mom right now fully plans on living with you after you get married. How do you think someone who's still bitter about being divorced is going to handle being in the house with a newlywed couple? She will ruin your relationship. As a
fucking parent, how can you do this to your child? And how can you make them feel guilty? Because you've been doing this for a long fucking time. Because OP, the way that she asked the question, will you scroll back down? It's not, am I the asshole for not paying for my mom? It's, am I the asshole for allowing my mom to not be at my wedding? You're taking responsibility. You're already placing the blame on yourself.
Yep.
And your mom, it seems to me like your mom is just working a wedge in order to get her way. To try to make you feel bad, like you're a bad daughter. You are not. Your mom is being a bad fucking mom. And I'm just saying it frankly because that's what she's doing. This is your wedding. This is about you, and your mom has done nothing but make it about herself.
I would be trying to figure out what addiction she's feeding right now.
I'm sorry, but fuck this person. This is not okay.
Yeah.
You don't get to be a mom and act like this because it's bullshit.
So we know OP is NTA here. It's so much deeper than that. Let's make the official NTA determination for OP, but we got to talk about FOMA for a second. We got to talk about FOMA. Where do you think FOMO belongs here.
She's a terrible human being.
I would agree. Is she
This is terrible.
the worst of the worst?
I don't care. You can send her to the black hole, but
I'm gonna ask on one her for now, but if this continues down the path I think it's gonna continue down, where she ends up forcing herself to stay with you while you're married, causes problems in your relationship, and keeps you from being happy because she can't stand to see someone else happy.
absolutely.
She will definitely be a black hole. But for now, she is definitely Ask on the One. Let's take a trip on our favorite rocket ship to and through the sky to Ask on One. And Magic Candy's I Don't Care had so much disgust in it. Yeah, it did, for sure. For sure. It's not okay. It's 100% not okay. A little bit of catch up. We'll dive into the next one here. Hey, we are close to the finger heart goal on the TikTok side. Reminder, we're going for a spicy story and confetti on that one. YouTube side, we're going for the cake story with Tony Spock feedback. Choked on my own face. Jersey Blind Girl, Overkill Mill, Taco Queen, Charlie Diego, Charlotte Arnold, Lexi, Adele McFadden, Ashley Atkins, Elise Lovex, Ali, thanks so much for the love. Kelly O, Rockwolf, see you there too. Thank you. Little Einsteins, yeah. I don't know that Navy Thunder has ever watched Little Einsteins, has she? It's fine. She's Candy Thunder. It's fine. We're not going to change that. All right, we'll dive into the next story here. I believe I am on 4, right? Yes. Hey there. Dusty Thunder here once again. Have another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for going to bed early on vacation instead of hanging out with my husband? That's a poll-worthy question. Am I the astronaut for going to bed early on vacation instead of hanging out with my husband? We'll start a poll, and in the meantime, based on title alone. Tater said, been there.
NTA, I like my sleep.
Yeah. I don't think you're the astronaut for that, but also like if we're on vacation, like I will always make sure that like I have something fun I can do if you want to turn in early and I don't want to.
I'm an early turner-inner.
Early, like we'd go hunting for crabs and shark teeth if it was like a beach vacay or something. You know what I mean? Like
nighttime photography, like when we went to Arizona and where else did you do that at? Oh, when we went to Big Cedar too.
Oh yeah.
And he does that, and I don't know, it works for us. So, but you don't need me to hold your hand.
No,
I need you to hold my hand and put me to bed because I'm tired. I need my 8 hours.
Look, it's the just cuddle me for 5 minutes and then you can go do what you want to do. And I'm totally fine doing that.
I just need to be relaxed.
Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. All right, poll results are... Let's see if I can get them pulled up for you here.
NTA took it, and then followed by ESH.
Yep, 81% NTA. Okay, here we go. Am I the astronaut for going to bed early on vacation instead of hanging out with my husband? I'm 34 female. My husband, Matt, is 33 male. Been together for 8 years. We have 4 kids, 15-year-old boy, 14-year-old girl, 10-year-old boy, his stepkids, my bio, and a 4-year-old girl. My mother invited the entire immediate family on vacation, fully paid. I have 6 siblings, and 4 of us have children. Whoa. So it was a family reunion. This might be a lot of info, but I think it might be important for context here. So there was my brother and his wife, their 2-year-old son. My sister, her husband, and their 2 kids, 5 and 2. My other brother, his wife, and their 2 kids, 9 and 6. And then my twin siblings, 16-year-old boy and girl. So there were like 21 people, if my math is matching. And out of those people, there were 11 children from 2 to 16. As I stated, the entire vacation was paid for by my mother. She got the Airbnb, etc. We all We all chipped in for food costs and extras like sightseeing, amusement parks, etc., and we all paid for our own costs to get to the location. The first night arriving, everyone went to bed early. It was a 26-hour travel by vehicle to the location. By the second night, my husband sent all of our kids to bed early, like 8 p.m. All the other kids were still up playing in the pool and hanging out. He said he wanted to hang out with the adults without having to watch the kids. Okay, I was super irritated, but brushed it off. I spoke to him that night and told him that while I understand our youngest going to bed at that time, I don't think it was fair to send the older kids to bed simply because he wanted kid-free time, especially where all the other kids were up. And there are so many adults present that he isn't even actually watching them. He said something about this being his vacation too, and he wanted to enjoy a bit of solitude without worrying about our kids. I still told him this wouldn't be like this throughout our entire vacation and that this was the kids' vacation too, and they would be enjoying themselves. Firm boundary, conversation ends. The next day, same thing. We went sightseeing all day and had a late dinner, 8 p.m. He immediately told the kids to go to bed following dinner. Said we had a long day, he wanted to relax, etc. So I was like, all right, kids, let's go. And I went to bed with him. He comes up to our room and asks me why I'm not hanging out with him. And I told him I was quite clear with him the night before that if my kids weren't able to hang out, then I wasn't hanging out either, and made it a point to tell him he created the situation by putting himself over everyone else and noted how selfish it was. He gets pissed off, says, fine, let's just do everything you want to fucking do, and told my kids to go hang out. He ended up staying in the bedroom on his phone. The next day, yesterday, he said I was petty, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with him wanting to keep the kids on a sleep schedule, and that the kids had all day to hang out with everyone, so he doesn't understand why I'm being ridiculous. I told him it wasn't fair that he's sending the kids to bed at 8 to 9 p.m. while on vacation, when they can all hear all the other kids hanging out in the pool and having a good time. That he is going to make my kids resent him, which is not something I will willfully stand beside and allow. I also noted that my older kids' bedtime is 10 p.m., so he is sending the kids to bed before their actual scheduled bedtime. He barely spoke to me all day, went off by himself, driving around for hours, and went to bed early yesterday. He's still giving me the cold shoulder. Am I the astronaut? Edit. He was not watching the kids at all. He was drinking with my brothers on the other side of the house. I had our youngest with me while hanging out with my sister and mother, and the 3 older kids were in the pool with my twin siblings and my brother's 9-year-old. All the guys were near the front of the home drinking. All the women were in the back of the house by the pool with the kids. He was not watching them. This wasn't a matter of him needing a break from the kids that he hadn't been watching at all. So what's his fucking problem?
Why the fuck are you married to this guy?
What?
Because he seems like a fucking dick. I'm sorry. That's really abrasive. But what? What?
What is his problem? What is he trying to achieve by sending them to bed early? Because he doesn't want a dick with. He wants to pretend like they don't exist for a while.
What is wrong with this man?
That's not what vacation is for.
Also, when you go on vacation and it's the entire family at the house, which I personally freaking love, that's the best time. And yeah, your kids get to stay up and have fun with their cousins and be a part of a giant family for that week while you're on vacation. And also, your freaking mom paid for this guy's vacation, and he's out here acting like freaking dickbag the whole time. Seriously, why are you married to this guy?
Yeah.
What is like...
He's making himself into a real...
Why is he being a bitch?
Big dick in front of everyone. No one else is sending their kids to bed early. You got fucking teenagers. You're sending them to bed at 8 p.m.?
He's got, 16-year-olds, and there's 2-year-olds downstairs playing because their parents are... I definitely don't want to, like, combat parenting in front of your kids, but I would be pulling him to the side and being like, they are not going to bed.
No,
whatever the fuck your problem is, go out front and leave us alone. But I'm handling the kids. We're here. And also, he went out driving around by himself, like in his own pity party. Like he just threw it in your car. Like he was just, that's the vibe he's giving. I'm sorry, but I'm zero tolerance for this bullshit.
Send him home or tell him if he doesn't like being a part of the family, he doesn't have to be. He can go fucking stay somewhere else. The only thing I'm really confused by here is that y'all have been together for 8 years. What changed? Like, I mean, you've been on vacations before, I assume.
Wait. He's stepdad.
He's stepdad,
to all the kids except for the 4-year-old.
He's stepdad, yes.
I don't like it further because he's stepdad and he's acting like this.
He's faux dad. He's foda. Fodder.
I don't know. This is bad vibes.
It is
like all over.
But you've been together 8 years. That's the part I don't.
Step douche.
Even the step douche fodder side of this doesn't make sense because this wasn't a problem before. Or OP, I would think, would have pointed this out. This is what changed? Like what fucking changed?
And maybe he doesn't like being there with all the family, and he's like punishing.
Then he can go to bed and let everyone else stay up. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
He's giving me weird fucking gross vibes, and I don't like it. I don't understand.
It's about control. Yeah, you don't wait until vacation to start to institute a fucking military sleep schedule. This ain't the time. And it being an 8-year-long relationship just confuses the shit out of me because something has changed. Something has snapped inside of him where he's deciding he's had enough and he just wants to pretend like they don't exist for a while. You want to do that? Go off on your own. You don't get to be here with the entire family fucking reunion. You don't get to do that here.
Why? He wasn't even with the kids. He wasn't even a part of it. He was just out front drinking. I don't know. It's giving I get mean when I drink vibes. Like it's giving weird fucking control vibes. I don't know.
But still, you would have think that would have been a behavior pattern across the 8 years.
Maybe this is their first giant family vacation and he's overstimulated and can't be an adult and communicate his feelings. And so none of it makes fucking sense.
You're right. What does he treat the kids like when she's not around? But again, 8 years. Like you would think that a behavior pattern would have been visible across an 8-year span. What has changed? But this is a him problem, and I think that's what I would communicate in your position here. Be like, look, this is a you problem. Quit taking it out on everyone else. If you need to go, go. But you are not going to punish everyone else because you are unhappy and want to pretend like you don't have a family for a while. Fuck off.
I don't know.
I don't think it's a first. She's just now noticing. Something's
close quarters, and you see it more clearly. I don't know. And I saw someone say there are more red flags OP has overlooked. I don't know.
Entirely possible. So the question is, am I the guy for going to bed early on vacation instead of hanging out with my husband? Hell no. You might have to do more. Like I'm very, very, very glad that you stood up the way that you did and held a firm boundary. The next phase of this boundary has got to be, I'm sorry, you lost the authority to tell them to go to bed with this assholery. You are not in your right mind. Therefore, have no authority over the kids right now.
Also, I feel like at 15, 14, and 10, like on vacation, your kids are going to know when they're ready for bed. Like, let them fucking be.
And also, I'm trying to imagine teenagers' reactions to being told to go to bed at 8 p.m. while on vacation. Because at our house, it'd be like, are you for real, bro? That's funny. That's funny. Like, there's, I don't know. I can't imagine a teenager just being like, yes, sir, and going and doing it when it makes no sense at all. Bah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. All right. We'll dive into the next one here. Hey, we hit that goal. Look at that. You guys hit the finger hearts. Hey, we get a spicy story. And confetti. We're still working on the cake story with Tony Spark feedback on the YouTube side, but TikTok side. Number one spot for hitting that goal, Sam Gilmore. Comfy in that number one spot at 5K. And the number two spot, Love X at 2K. Overkill Mill in the number three spot at 1500. Cake the Rogue in the number four spot at 1430. Top four, all 1K and up. We're freaking rock stars. And then we got Rock Wolf at 470. Asylum at Sue, Allie, Angie, Texas Mimi, Irvin, Insanity, Adventures with Pam, Elise, Bubbly Baby, Wrong Pluto, Lils, Caitlin Pelletier Art, Adele McFadden, Ms. Arty, Lady P, Keisha Rogers, that SRT Forchick, Jersey Blind Girl, Mimi, Charlotte Arnold, Lottie Jean, Ashley Atkins, Diana C. Anthony, Lexi, and Steph 70 Gen X. Thank you guys so much. You have unlocked the spicy story and confetti, real confetti. Real confetti. And the next thing we're going for is Petty Revenge reward story and the Askenon helmet. Ooh. I guess I don't have to type all those words out. Spelling is important. Words are hard, even the typed ones. Let's see here. 15 seconds, we'll be good to go. I say that. That only applies if I can actually find the gift I'm looking for. I cannot. That's all right. We are going hand hearts. Pinning it. Good to go. Fundraising habit. Why did the 16-year-old aunt and uncle not think of hanging out with the 15-year-old? I mean, they could have gone up there, but like if you have the options of playing in the pool or hanging out with some kid who's stuck in their room on vacation, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right, that's a problem, right? If it were that kind of situation, that's why, like over 8 years, I would think OP would have stood up or noticed something sooner, having this kind of firm boundary, right? Katie dropping the 5. Hello, Thunder Crew. Hope you're having an amazing day. We are here. Thank you so much for the love. We are one step closer, 6 of 15 now on the YouTube side there. Hey, and remember, we try to make this fun and interactive with the gifting and stuff, and of course, we have huge appreciation for those of you who do. It is not an expectation, right? This is not an expectation, and we value you commenting, sharing, being here. We value it all. So don't feel like you have to apologize if you can't do that. We do not expect it, and we love you just the same. All right, we'll dive into our next story here. Oh wait, we unlocked spicy story, right? Oh yeah. All right, it's time for this. Let's get cooking. Sizzle. Getting over the Western Sizzler here. We got a spicy story. It is, will I be the astronaut if I don't attend my friend's baby shower because they said my pregnancy was an accident and that I didn't deserve it?
Oh my gosh.
The fuck? I can't imagine why this is labeled as a spicy story, Tony Spark. Will I be the astronaut if I don't attend my friend's baby shower because they said my pregnancy was an accident and that I didn't deserve it? Like you don't deserve your baby because you didn't plan to get pregnant? That's fucked up. Yeah, don't attend your friend's baby shower. Also, hate to break it to you, that's not your fucking friend. Frenemy at best. At least drop the 5. I'm out. Have a great week. Got to create a plan on how I can be petty without being blamed. I'm sure that won't be difficult. I mean, you sent us a framed... What is it called? Fiberglass. You sent us framed fiberglass insulation. I'm sure you can figure out an untraceable petty method here.
Oh, they're turned off.
Trying to turn the... click to ESH by accident, Des. It happens a lot. Don't worry. 5-ish seconds left here. NTA, do more. Like, excommunicate these folks. All right, Tater.
96% NTA, followed by 2% ESH.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think that's an ESH. Getting back to red flags. Or getting back to red light mode here for spicy. Still the heat lamps. We got to get them cooking here. Will I be the astronaut if I don't attend my friend's baby shower because they said my pregnancy was an accident and that I didn't deserve it? When I was pregnant with my first child 2 years ago, I had a really heavy feeling that I had to keep my pregnancy journey quite discreet because 2 of my friends, they are married, had difficulties with infertility. When my fiance and I were expecting, it was obvious that they were hurt and that after each encounter with us, they would cry themselves to sleep. So whenever we were together, I wouldn't bring up the pregnancy or even all of the great new thrills I was living. I don't have many friends, so it hurt me inside a lot not to be able to appreciate the moment as much. But I didn't want to hurt them just because a baby was existing inside of me. But they talked to other friends of ours and said awful things such as, the child was an accident. It wasn't. I prepared my body for everything, and it just happened on the first try. They don't deserve his child as much as us. I literally waited my entire life just to begin my own family since mine was broken since even before my birth. I remember to cry myself to sleep several times thinking about them. Also, because I always daydreamed about our children growing up together, whether they adopt or use other medical options, but they were just mean. I always tried to calm my fiance down by telling him that they are hurt and that they don't actually mean it, but it still hurts, and once confronted, they still didn't actually apologize.
They're not your friends.
Those are things that I don't forget. When we introduced baby to our friend group for the first time, it wasn't at home. They never acknowledged it. Not even a hello, baby. They just straight up acted as if it never existed. That night, I cried again. The next time they brought a gift, but they never actually said sorry. Anyway, now the couple are expecting maybe twins. They had an insemination. They told us first. I hugged them, gave them a small gift that I've prepared for this day, baby clothes and stuff, because I consider myself their friend and congratulated them. Now I have this sinking feeling inside because all the things I didn't get to do wholeheartedly because it was hurting them, they'll celebrate it publicly and loudly. They love to show themselves. I know that it's my fault for not celebrating as much as I should have, but they were really hurt and it hurt me just as much. So now I'm just thinking about not going to their baby shower when it's going to come up. Not out of a petty move, but because I'll be extremely hurt. I've learned to stand my ground a bit more, so I know that I'll tell them my reasons one way or another, but I feel bad because I'm supposed to support them as a friend. So will I be the ask-not if I don't attend their baby shower because they said my pregnancy was an accident and that I didn't deserve it? Let's talk about this for a second. There is an update on here.
Oh my gosh. These are not your friends. These are spiteful assholes. And as a couple who struggled with infertility and not being able to get pregnant and watching our friends have babies, like what a joy it is to be able to hold their baby and love on their child and to celebrate them. Like, when you are struggling with infertility, it fucking sucks. It does. It sucks all around. Like, it's something that you want more than anything and you can't make it happen because, like, but to put that on someone else, to make them feel ashamed of their pregnancy, to do all these things, to carry that spitefulness inside you because you can't get pregnant on your own, that's just fucking cruel and mean. And I can't imagine a world, OP, where you stay friends with these people and you want these people around your children, because I can only imagine the shitty things that they're whispering under their breath about your child who should be celebrated and loved and instead is cast aside because you got pregnant easily. Like, they could have been loving and caring for your child, and instead they made it all about them. And I'm so glad that you said you stand your ground a bit more and you're able to speak up and hopefully tell these people exactly what they need to hear. But I'm so sorry that this happened to you.
A couple of supers on the YouTube side we got to call out here. Wayward Days dropping the 5 says, going to keep pushing e-bops. Everybody but OP sucks. That's fair and applicable. Dolphin Girl dropping the 5. Why is OP still friends with these people? OP is NTA, but OP will be an ask-on if she stays friends with these people. Yeah, just like you were just talking about. And I think, we know this, and I would say that most people who have been through that journey know this, but infertility is quite literally like a you problem. You know what I mean? It is right. It is like your problem to deal with. You cannot force that upon other people. And if somebody is trying to dim your light because they're having a problem with their light, that's not the kind of person you need in your life. And now, like, the damage has already been done. That's the hard part. But now I think you know something about what the rest of life would look like if you stayed with these people within proximity enough to do you harm, right? They don't get to be close to you anymore because you now regret dimming your light for them. You now, what's the word I'm looking for? You now resent them for having to dim your light for them.
OP, I can't wait until you get to indifference. Because it will come, and the you'll feel a weight lifted off your chest by not having these people in your life, by not trying to manage somebody else's fucking feelings while you were growing a life. Like, you're growing a life and also managing fuck one and fuck two's feelings while, like you said, infertility is, it's terrible, it's awful, but it's yours to manage. It's not yours to spread your pissed offedness at the world onto every other person that is having a baby. You can't do that. Like, you can't be upset and be angry and then just spread evil, because you're never going to get the outcome that you want, and you're going to carry that around with you. Like, when you spread it, you feel it. And these women don't deserve, stop it. These women do not deserve to be in your life. Okay, let's read the update. Let's find out what fucking happens.
HMH member for 13 months said, when I had a hard time with fertility issues, I would stay away so my problems didn't hurt others' joy. And that's
Absolutely,
I feel, what a respectful person would do, right?
That's you're managing it. Like that's you managing it.
Yep. All right, here is the update. Sorry, I got to get back to red light mode here. Not actually an update, but I wanted to thank everybody for commenting. I really didn't expect this much attention. I actually cried reading all your comments, and I told my fiance also that I won't go to their baby shower, and he is 1,000% on my side. I know that we'll be able to tell them our reasons why, and that it's totally justified, but I also know that it's not going to be easy because, as one of you said, they will try and say that we can't be happy for them to our other friends. I won't ghost them, but I definitely won't be as present for them. My fiance and I already know that they'll compare their children with ours, even everyday accomplishments. They actually already do it with us, buying a house, new car, renovations, etc. As another one of you said, it's exhausting. My fiance made the effort to keep the relationship with them. For me, he is deeply hurt by the situation, but unlike me, he isn't a people pleaser, I guess. I truly am grateful to have him. Our first year with the baby sure wasn't easy, but he was way more supportive than I could have hoped for. I know that you are all right about leaving them behind and understand that they're not my friends, but it is truly hard to tell myself that after having a hard time making some. But I really do know that my family and my own self come first. I'm just heartbroken. But thank you again for all your comments, and I really wish for you all a beautiful life. So I think OP touched on something really important here. People who struggle making friends are the most likely to allow this kind of shit to happen because they're looking at the potential loss of something that is a finite resource for them.
Right.
So they're more likely to allow themselves to have abusive friends because they don't want to lose friends. Well, these aren't friends, and I think that's how you have to start looking at things. Is people choose who they want to be to and for you, right? They will choose.
Right.
Through their actions, they will prove that choice to you. You just have to recognize it for what it is, not for what you want it to be.
What is, you say 0 is greater than -1.
0 is greater than -1.
And you're better off not having friends or making new friends or leaning on your fiance as you recover from this toxic friendship than to have these people in your life.
Yep.
And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to women that are made to feel like they can't celebrate their pregnancy because there are people that can't get pregnant. And I don't think it's fair to do that to other women. It doesn't matter if someone looked at them and they got pregnant like that. It is what it is. And like, we're all dealt the hand that we have to deal with. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't fucking suck, but that also doesn't mean that we get to shit on other people because we can't have the thing that we want the most. And I know it's hard. Like we have been there and we watched it happen time and time again, and it wasn't easy. But when you lean into the people and like you celebrate with them, like it's a much more enjoyable experience than feeling like you're missing out because you couldn't do it.
Right. Like they harmed themselves by siloing themselves from you during that very joyous time and by dimming that joyous time for you. Like they missed out too. They hurt themselves by not partaking in it because it's a joy that as many people as possible should want to share in. They chose not to and turn it into a negative thing. It is like the dirtiest, bitchiest high school bullshit blown into like an adult.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Deepest emotional ramifications you could ever imagine. It is like it's terrible.
It's but they said they're doing it in every aspect of life: house, car, renovations. Like that's just who they are as people. So I wouldn't expect their infertility journey to be any less of what they've already been giving.
No, so people who are attempting a false happiness by emulating other people and by being competitive with other people are empty inside. They are trying to make themselves whole by clawing for all these things, but they're never satisfied.
Right.
You don't want that kind of person in your life.
Yeah.
You don't want that kind of person in your kid's life. You might have had problems making friends. Now think about the impact these people are going to have on your child. Don't want it. Third party reject. Hi.
Ava said to me today she's been struggling with someone at school, and she said, I think she's just saying these things to me to make me feel really small about myself. And I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. That's why she's doing it.
And why would she want that?
Because she's super insecure about how she feels, and so it makes her feel better, bigger, more secure to put other people down and make them feel small. And I was like, the best thing that you can do, and I know it's easier said than done, but is ignore it. Like, don't give the conversation more than a passing glance. And it's like she has to be able to have conversations with this person because of the proximity and the type of class. And I'm like, the best thing you can do is just pretend.
Minimize the energy put into it?
Yeah. Pretend like it doesn't exist. And I'm like, that's, I was like, in it, but also knowing that you're going to meet these people in all different walks of life, in your job, when you go off to college, like all these different things, like these people exist everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're going to want to make you feel small to make themselves feel bigger. And that's exactly what happened to OP, because the less her pregnancy touches their lives, the more control, the more secure they feel in what they're going through. And
yeah.
it just sucks.
Would it be inappropriately petty when someone says bullshit like that to be like, oh, that makes me so sad for you? Because I feel like that's a response that Ava would execute really well.
That's kind of what I said.
Sound on YouTube is off? Is anybody else having sound issues on YouTube? Y'all? Anybody YouTube side? Can you let us know? Ava's in high school, yeah.
Yeah, so it was more talk about senior year, and she's like, well, Ava, I mean, you're just not going to be prepared for when you go to college, and like you need to be ahead of the game. And I'm like, I don't want her. I mean, she can take AP classes, but I'm like, I don't want you ahead of the game. I want you to go to college and enjoy yourself, like enjoy your life, because when you get out of that, it's fucking done. Like, you're an adult, you're in the real world, like life is going to hit you hard. I'm like, I don't need you to go to college and have to worry about these type of things. Like I want you to go to college and love the experience and get your degree and, pursue what you want to do in life. But this girl was trying to make her feel bad because she didn't want to take a class that would have helped them in the future. And I'm like, and it was just, I was like,
Kieran and I had a conversation about this the other day, and we were talking about AP classes and the line of walking the line of balance.
Yes.
Because you can do yourself harm trying to do too much right now. You certainly can.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much for letting me know. Sound is good on both sides. If you are having issues, back out and jump back in. But it is isolated. Thank you so much, guys. It is sad. But do you feel like the move to college, for the most part, is kind of where a lot of that shit gets left behind? At least in school, because you're like, the people you're dealing with in each class are largely different. It's a more diverse, less like stuck around the same.
You're less
people
likely
all the
to
time.
see. Yes, you're less likely to see the same person in your class, and less likely to have to deal with that person. And the campus is huge. Like, it's not just this tiny school where everybody. Yeah, no. There's a you can separate yourself from it in college more easily than you can in high school.
No.
But I think as far as this shit with women goes, no, it happens. It doesn't stop.
I was gonna say, if you have an extracurricular with a person like this, that's a little harder to escape even in college because you're around them more often, right? But damn. Okay, so let me get back to
NTAOP.
our initial question.
Yeah.
Will I be the astronaut if I don't attend my friend's baby shower? Yeah, it's definitely NTA. And again, kind of seems to be a theme for today. I think you need to probably go a step further than that and not just not go to their baby shower, but get these people out of your life. Get these people out of your kid's life. Get these people out of your family's life, because they will only ever try to push you down to make themselves bigger, to stand on top of you, whatever it is. They will never be satisfied, especially if you are happy and thriving. That is the last thing they want to see. And if you've got somebody who the last thing they want to see is you win, they don't get to be a part of your journey. That's it. They don't get it. Don't get it. All right, we got time for a few more stories here. Let me do some catch-up, though. The Flower Power. Thanks so much for the heart me. Bat Bitch with the rose. Thank you. Adventures with Pam, that SRT4 chick. Rockwolf, Shikanta, Elida, Angie with the hand heart and the rose. We are at 25 at 1 hundo on the hand heart goal right now, which again, as a reminder, is a petty revenge reward story and the astronaut helmet. Aunt Sue dropping the hand hearts. Lexi, Charlotte Arnold, Smoots in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Sabs, Rockwolf, Zoe C, Overkill Mill dropping a lot of the hand hearts here. Melissa Elliott as well. Diana C. Anthony, Rockwolf, Taco Queen, Pug Mom. Thank you guys so much. Katriana, see you up there as well. Thank you. Kelly W. University had 30,000 students. Classroom had 500 students. Easy to avoid people. A classroom had 500 people? Kayla Egging, we did not get in real life confetti yet. Tony Spark, he's got to sneak attack it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna happen. But Tony Spark, he's a sneak attack guy. Okay, so our next story is 5. Is that correct? My stomach is growling like crazy, but it's like I had peanut butter crackers. We got Candy Thunder on here for my scolding. I normally don't do like a meal for lunch on Wednesdays because we're gonna stream. My stomach has been fritzy for the past couple of weeks.
I heard you. You were not quiet as a mouse.
I can smell you. So I definitely wasn't gonna risk it today, but had to eat some peanut butter crackers to have something in my body.
Oh, the camera's backwards.
You were going the other direction.
Yeah.
You had a crust
Bye,
off.
Shane.
But now my body is like eating itself from the inside. And the only thing it's finding in there is Monster tea and water, so.
I brought you cottage cheese.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody was like, you should eat something.
I didn't, I'm fine. I'll survive. I'll survive 14 more minutes for sure.
Aw, that was so cute.
For sure. Pluto, the Star Rider. Nice.
I was looking right at it.
Cute little Diney. No candy scream, I know.
I heard him shuffle. The Tony shuffle.
You heard his drawing knees coming this direction. Crink, crink, crink. I kid. You said 6?
I don't know.
Well, he's like, fuck you, buddy. All right, we'll go to story number 6 here. Hey there, Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is not what that says. This is, will I be the astronaut if I didn't want to co-parent my brother again? Hamma ding dong what now? Will I be the astronaut if I didn't want to co-parent my brother again? Right now it's an IDFK, no poll. Diving in. The context is that I, male 26, used to be like a co-parent for my little brother, male 13, for most of my teenage life until I moved out. From getting up at 5 a.m. to prepare him for school, teaching him after work, solely cleaning the house most of the time, and cooking for the family. Basically, the usual oldest sibling responsibility, and I've burnt out with juggling work, personal, if there was any, and home all by myself. However, now I've managed to move out and get my own apartment. Now, since rent is expensive, I decided to do a live-in situation with my girlfriend to share and half of bills. Additionally, I've started new work that requires me to drive an hour and a half one way. Aside from struggling the daily drive, I'm also struggling with the new work scope and responsibilities that requires some overtime to meet deadlines. Recently, my mom reached out saying that she wants me to take my brother on a weekly basis so she can get some rest and de-stress. Now, I'm hesitant to commit to a weekly since I'm already tired through the week of traveling, but I honestly don't have the energy or capacity to be a co-parent again. In order to kind of meet halfway, I called my mom to let her know that perhaps I could take him for her for a couple of hours on Fridays if I'm not too busy. Initially, she agreed on the phone. However, I get a text message later on saying that it can't be a couple of hours as she needs one whole day to de-stress and spend time with my dad. She also implied that if I can take care of others, I'm assuming she means my girlfriend, then a weekly visit for my brother shouldn't be an issue. One more thing I'm really afraid of happening is that I said yes to this. It'll somehow get bigger and bigger request in the future until it slowly becomes the same environment that I tried to get away from. Now the question that I have is, would it be considered disrespectful and ungrateful if I said I can't commit to a weekly day with my brother, considering my past situation? How old is this brother? He's 13. This poor fucking 13-year-old kid is like...
That's what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Parentification.
Dad's at home. Dad's there. Mom wants time off to de-stress and to spend time with dad. Why is she calling you and being like, it's your job? No, mom, is actually your job. And OP, you're right. If you give into this, this is the whole inch mile thing. Like, you cannot open the door. You cannot open the door at all because she will kick it right in and throw your brother inside, pull it shut, and run the fuck away.
Also, what a fucking disservice she did to them as siblings.
Yeah, this is not a sibling relationship.
Right.
This is a burdened relationship where they both feel, well, OP feels
God.
burdened, and little brother feels like a burden. How could you not?
I can't imagine how they make him feel at home. Also, he's 13. What
are you having to do for him?
They can go on a date night, and he can stay home.
What exactly, Ma, are you having to do for him?
No. What the fuck?
She's like,
what is wrong with these people?
I don't feel I can get fully pilled out if he's here.
Oh my God.
I need him out of the house so I can feel safe and walk around with all my skin bags showing.
This poor teenager.
I need to air out my grundle, and I can't do that if he's here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. your that word is retired. Oh my, this is, no, but that is the vibes it's giving. Like, they want to get high and they can't do that with their 13-year-old present.
It's not your job, OP, and this is not fair for her to put on you. I would...
FOMA.
I would, in your position, I would try to also think about how your little brother feels. Very unwanted. How could you not? But I would try to communicate with your little brother and be like, hey, this isn't about not wanting to spend time with you. This is about not wanting to give her an opening to try to control my life when I just got freedom from her.
It does not say anything about younger child being special needs. Oh, he is not special needs.
You have a microphone, son.
In the comments, OP mentions that his little brother is not special needs or has any kind of needs like that. I believe he calls him just your normal, average, cringy 13-year-old.
So I don't understand it at all. This feels
mom is present, yeah.
Like an opening, like she's wanting an opening to be able to leave him with you all the time.
Yeah,
she
100%.
She just doesn't want to be a mom.
Mom is present, dad is present. They don't want to do their job because of what we can only assume is bad reasons. No. NTA OP, and geez, what is wrong with fucking
OP
people?
also says in the comments that he was left alone at age 8 because both my parents were working. They normally just left food at home, and I had to microwave and take care of my homework until after I get home. I started to take care of my little brother from the day he was born, changing diapers and preparing milk from him and for him, and most of the work since my dad was unavailable at the time.
And he's 26, so OP was 13 and became a newborn dad, taking care of a newborn at the age of 13.
Teen parent, because his parents decided to.
OP, you can't, like, as much as you love your brother, you cannot open this door. You can't.
No, but when he's 18, I would open the door.
Yeah.
And invite him to
be a roommate, not
Yes.
to be not to be your child.
Gosh. These are not parents. This is an egg and sperm donor. Wow.
NTA.
Your parents can go sit in the fucking black hole and think about what they did.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, so it's NTA for UOP and your poor brother. But yes, parents, both of yous,
Have fun at your black hole party.
Sorry, Lieutenant Dan. Oh no, that wasn't Lieutenant Dan's party. Yeah. Okay, that's deeply unfortunate. Do not like that. Do not like it. Jenny with the ice cream cone, sending the heart me. Thanks so much for the love. Appreciate that. Angie, Elise, Becky M, the flower. The flower power. Dragging windows is not working for me. Rockwolf, Shikanta, Elita, Angie, Aunt Sue, thank you so much. The kids will go no contact when they're older, Turtle Rose says. Yeah, 100% would. Yeah, and they will, and they're going to be like, I don't understand. But then they're going to try to just take it even further. Whenever the kids grow up and leave and are independent and have their own incomes, parents are going to be like, hey, we need to come stay with you. They're just going to leech off of them forever. Okay, am I going to 7, Tony Spark? 5, okay, we're bouncing back. How's everybody doing? We're heading into our last story here. Okay, this is, let's dive into this. Nerd Dad dropping a 5 super on the YouTube side. Says, Devil's Advocate, I would probably say yes to give the brother a different, better environment. Here's the thing, though. Like, he's 13 years old, might have a phone. I would communicate directly with him about something. He can't give, OP can't give mom control. Because mom will exploit that and multiply it tenfold. Right? Like, communicate with brother and have something going on there. You drained it. Drained it, slurped it down, huh? And Heather Allstott dropping a 5 said, one of my former friends had her eldest doing more care for the younger siblings while dad just sat on the couch. That's fucked up. Right? Like, gosh dang, that's fucked up. That's a dad fail. It's not being a dad. It's just failing as a dad. Bullshit. All right, here we go. Next story. Final story of the stream, ladies and gents. Here we go. Pearls Curls, thanks so much for the 5. Appreciate that. Oh, we're at 14 out of 15. Oh, snap. Might not be the last story. Or the last story. Hey there, Dusty Thunder. Once again, this story is, am I the astronaut for refusing to skip my morning routine for my husband?
What?
IDFK. Am I the astronaut for refusing to skip my morning routine for my husband? I'll just dive right in. Gosh, I'm so frustrated right now. I don't usually post on Reddit, but life has been so tough and I need input if I'm being irrational. Of course, this is my side, so take that into mind. We are both mid-20s. I have to leave the house by 7-ish to get to work on time. My daughter's daycare is in the same building. I only get home at 6 and there's dinner, cleaning up, playtime with our daughter, and then by 8 p.m. is bedtime, so after that is our free time, which we count as our bonding time. I spend lunches with my daughter. The only time I have to work out for self-care is in the morning, and so over time I started waking up earlier. I have to wake up no later than 4:30 to have time to get a good workout in, shower, have a 20-minute Bible study, and then it's the crazy rush of getting myself, my daughter ready, and our breakfast and lunches all before 7 a.m., plus making sure the cats are situated. My husband refuses to get up earlier than 6:30, which is fine, but it's frustrating on the days that my daughter wakes up while I'm working out. It's my only me time, and so it's been an ongoing tension for the past few months. His life is for himself, it feels like. He wakes up at around 7, gets himself ready for work, goes to the gym for an hour, and comes home same time as me. After work, he pretty much does the cleaning while I'm busy making dinner, but there are times he leaves it for a few days, and so it's stressful. Anyway, by 8 p.m., he's usually lounging around and wants to watch our shows. By 10, I'm out like a light. Last night, he had the bright idea to turn off my alarm so that I could sleep. And we could have a morning woohoo time. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. and started crying because I have to leave within 30 minutes and I didn't even get to get my mind ready for the day yet, and there's so much to do. He got confused and was trying to get me in the mood, but I was not having it. He got upset and said that I'm being selfish because I can't skip my morning routine for my husband. I asked him why he didn't initiate last night or wake up a little earlier where I could have been more than welcoming, and he said he was tired. We had an argument, but I had to get ready. So I rushed out and was late to work by an hour without any workout or Bible time. The most frustrating part of that was he just got up, got ready, and left the house. As he left the house, I asked him if he scooped the litter box or fed the cats, and he said no and closed the door. Like I said, this is my side. I'm sure his side includes a hysterical lady who stresses out too much. But I don't think I'm wrong to stick to my routine every morning, but I could be wrong. Please tell me your thoughts. I need honesty. Also, I appreciate anyone who actually reads this because it probably sounds like nonsense, rambling story. Let's talk about this for a second.
I know better than to disrupt your routine. If I disrupted your routine, it would throw your entire life off.
It's like disrupting the orbit of the planet.
And when your partner is someone who needs that routine, and unless it's their idea, you don't fucking throw a wrench in the wheel, because all you're going to do is throw everything off, make them frantic, make them stressed, and it's fucking selfish. Like, what he did is fucking selfish. To mess with somebody's alarm when they run on straight routine and need that time. And like she said, she needs her time in the morning. She wakes up early to get this, and he's fucking with it. You're the routine person, so you tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, look, if it's my choice to deviate from my routine, I can make that work. If someone else intentionally destroys it for their own benefit,
Also,
the wrath be coming.
on what fucking planet does this end in sexy time?
Yeah,
What fucking planet?
Hey, look, you got to sleep in. Yeah, you missed all the shit that she was preparing to do. It's about having a plan, right?
Yeah.
And look, if we talked about something the night before, the day before, something, and I had time to plan differently, that's something. But you don't get to just take over someone else's plan and discard it and pretend that everything's going to be fine. But I think what we're missing here is that, yeah, this is crazy. This is selfish. This is dickish. That's kind of who he is all the time. He lives his life for himself and lets her do everything else. And is like, yeah, I took away all the time you had to do all the things that needed to be done, but I didn't do any of the things that needed to be done to help you out. I'm out.
The cat thing.
Deuces.
Where he's like, did you do this or that? And he's like, no, it's not my job.
It's MTA.
He just gives
it's bullshit.
selfish man-child vibes.
So it's a bigger issue than you think it is.
Here's the thought: if you want to spend time with your wife, get up and like work out with her, or work out at the same time as her, so that you have time in other areas. But instead, I don't know.
Okay, wait, she did say my daughter. You guys are right. So yeah, chat, including us. She says my daughter. She gets OP says I'm getting my daughter ready. I have lunch with my daughter. So look, even if he is fodder, if he's a, what would we say, step monster, whatever the hell. Even if he is
Step douche.
It makes it even worse, right? Because he's just failing to engage as a husband, as a potential father, which the fact that we have to wonder about that is an even bigger red flag, right? Like, this guy is failing in every basic way that he can, and he's treating his wife at minimum like she is just there for his convenience. Tony Sparks jumping in with the thought.
Okay, she might be saying my daughter, but I think it's both of their daughters.
Their
'cause
daughters.
It
Okay.
sounds like we were together in high school, and it's just been over 10 years together, and their daughter's about to be in preschool. So, yeah, it's their daughter.
Yeah, he's just dropping the ball. And
here's
he's
a
hurting
little-
himself. He's missing out here by
Here's
not.
a little thing she says. She said, he used to be the one getting up before me and was always motivated to try for everything. We were a hardworking team until somewhere about a year ago, he started getting distant and would get upset with me for every little thing. This mood left and came back, and every time it comes back, it's like he gets worse, feels like he's gone. He doesn't try for anything anymore.
So either he's struggling with a cyclical depression, or something else is going on. But it is a him problem. Now, when your partner has a them problem,
So it's out
it's
of the
an
norm.
everyone problem, right? You still want to try to help if you can, but you're in a touchy situation there. But I think you have to be very, very, very clear that whatever problem they're dealing with is a them problem, and you understand that. But when it starts affecting you negatively and your family negatively, there have to be some defenses put in place here, right? It's like, you need to go have your you time, do whatever you need to do, but don't bring that shit here. Do not come here and start doing harm to everyone else. Don't start turning my alarm off.
Or have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it so that you can
Cheating seems to be the.
I saw. Yeah, there's
yeah.
I mean, if it was like you said, like he is experiencing some kind of depression or something along those lines. I mean, it could be cheating. But if he need like, he's not even trying to have a conversation about if he needs something more from his wife, like in terms of more intimacy with her. And I'm not just talking about sexy time. I'm talking about like needing some kind of connection, but he can't even communicate that. Like, he turned off her fucking alarm. Like, if you communicate with your partner, if in order to find a path forward together, instead of just making their life harder. And that's what he's doing. At every turn, he's trying to make it harder for her and not helping in any way, shape, or form. Right. If he needs the emotional connection from her that they're not seeing, they have a small child who, requires a lot and household dinner, like all these things happen, and it does turn into
Having routine burnout.
Yeah, but you have to communicate that so that you can find a path forward together. Otherwise, you're just steering a ship and you have no path.
Which is why the ability to self-reflect when you're in a relationship especially is important, because you can't communicate what you don't understand, but you have to communicate this, so you have to understand this, so you have to be able to look at yourself and say, what's fucking wrong with me right now? Like, why am I in this funk? Why am I feeling like this? What is this? And identify it, at least to a level that you can start to try to communicate it with your partner.
Right.
Instead of just punishing them, like making them share in your misery with no reason.
Yep.
Ugh.
And I think I say to you a lot, like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but this is how I feel. And when I spill it out, one, there's a relief, but also we can work through it together. And we both know each other's past. We know each other's trauma. Like, we know each other's things. We know how we're feeling. And we didn't get there by like sheer luck. Like, it took a lot of work to be able to get there and know, like, hey, I can say this to him and I can communicate this to him and he's going to help me process through it and work through it. And he can do the same with me.
Yeah. Or at minimum, like, listen without judging and absorb the information, right? Because sometimes...
Do you need a solution or just a rant?
Right. Yeah, and that's important. It's important to know which route to take and when, because she knows she has to tell me it's not solution seeking time, because my mind is always there and I'm always going to suggest it. But if I know that it's just listening time, I will listen.
I hope that he's not cheating, and I hope that it's something that they can solve.
Yeah.
But if not, then I
mean, look, they got a toddler. It could just be a depression because you do lose yourself in the routine of being a parent, right? It is entirely possible it is just that.
But that doesn't give you the right to be a selfish asshole. Selfish. My gosh.
Words are hard.
H's are hard. That doesn't give him the right to be a selfish asshole and turn off her alarm. I can't say it.
There's always one person in the relationship whose alarm you can turn off, and exactly one. It wasn't OP, and it ain't me.
It's mine.
Yeah. A little bit of catch up here, because Pearl's Curls dropped the 5 on the YouTube side. Turtle Rose dropped the 5 on the YouTube side for story time. Wayward Ace dropped the 5 on the YouTube side, said we got to have that cake story tonight, Thunder Fam. We have unlocked the cake story with Tony Spark feedback. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and we'll have a short VIP. Sound good? Candy Thunder's like, it's time for a snack. Come on, Tony Spark. Come on, Tony Spark. Come on, Tony Spark. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this, y'all. All right. You have unlocked the cake reward story. Let's do this. Cake reward story time? That's right. Cake time. Speaking of, do we still have dirt cake at home? No. Damn. Nerd Dad dropping a 2. He needs to grow up and to help and be a father and husband. I agree. We get a TED Talk. Yep. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with a cake story for you. This is Am I the Astronaut for returning a half-eaten anniversary cake to my cousin after he accidentally ruined it. All my relatives were in my city for a wedding. My nice aunt was staying at the other close relative's house before she left for her own city. She bought a cake for my husband and my first ever wedding anniversary. This cake had our initials on it in frosting. Since the nice aunt had to catch a flight, she asked the other aunt to have it delivered to us. So there's the nice aunt and the other aunt. The other aunt called my mom, my husband and I were staying with my mom, to send someone to collect the cake. Mom managed to have the cake collected and brought home just as me and my husband and I returned from our anniversary dinner. Mom called us excitedly to come see it, but upon opening it, we saw a large misshapen chunk taken out of it, ruining my initial impression as well. There was a sticky note on it saying, "Sorry, my name, with regards, happy anniversary," signed with his name. We were all disappointed and also angry. I was especially angry because this aunt sends everyone anniversary or birthday cakes, and I used to look forward to her cake at events. This was going to be the first time she sent me a cake for something other than my birthday. When my mom told me she had a cake for me, I was honestly very excited. Very happy and excited and really looking forward to it, and also showing my husband this cute custom my nice aunt has made. I was angry, but still decided to at least thank the nice aunt for the gift, while also informing her how the people she entrusted with it had tampered with it. I saw the cousin who ate the cake had wished me a happy anniversary in a DM, but also written, "My name, please forgive me," in the cousin's group chat. This made me even angrier since I think it's a very casual way of talking about a surprise that you've ruined. I told him it was not an appropriate thing to do. He said he didn't know it was mine when he took the slice, and he stopped eating once he knew. So I just said, "So words are hard. So I should just take it easy." I asked him, did he not see it had initials on it, the combination of which no one in his family has? Plus, I also believe you don't just eat an intact cake in your house without asking people why it's there in the first place, let alone get a hint from the initials. He told me, "Why would I read? Bro, relax, okay? Go buy another one." I told him it's not about money. I meant it's about disrespect, but that's what I wrote in the text anyway. After which he said sorry and then texted me in a private DM. In the DM, he told me he didn't know the cake wasn't his. He thought it was random and that he didn't mean it as a joke or prank. I told him if he could have done a lot of things to fix his mistake, but if he couldn't, the least he could do is not joke around and be so casual about it in the group chat. Then he said he texted in the group because I was ignoring his DMs, in which he wished me a happy anniversary. I was at my anniversary dinner at the time. He also said that my reaction was weird and aggressive because what he did wasn't that serious at all, and that he could have replaced it. But the guy my mom sent to collect the cake was reaching in 10 minutes. It's about 25 minutes between the houses. I told him he doesn't get to tell me how my reaction is, and that it's not about the cake or money, but rather it's about messing up the surprise and celebration. I also told him I wasn't ignoring him since he sent his text while I was out, and I was obviously going to read my chats after I got home. His group chat text was 3 hours after his DM. Plus, even if I was ignoring him, his chill bro attitude was casually joking is what made me even angrier. He did reply with, "Sorry again, but I just want to return the cake to his house for 2 reasons. Neither I nor my husband want to eat it now, let alone have that special cake cutting celebration. Since it's half eaten, it's just leftovers now, and we aren't celebrating with scraps. I want to send him a message. I want to send a message to my cousin plus his parents that I'm taking this seriously." There had also been some other hurtful actions from that family during the wedding event that everyone was here for, which I had decided not to mention and just keep in mind for future interactions. There is a history of them being inconsiderate like this, and I've stayed quiet until now. But this was genuinely the last straw, since it was supposed to be my husband's special day and our special surprise. Thoughts?
This guy sucks. Like,
is that why you made this one a Tony feedback one, because you knew exactly what to say?
To be fair, honestly, and I saw somebody say this, it's giving this guy might have been elevated or maybe had a little bit to drink, and he saw a cake, yum, cake. So, that's still not really an excuse, but I would if that happened, if that were to happen, if I were to do something like that, if Ted were to ruin a cake for somebody, Ted would be bending over backwards to be able to get a replacement fucking cake and get that taken care of.
Tony would.
Tony would be working hard to fix Ted's mistake and be wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have eaten that cake last night.
Why do we have frosting all over me?
Probably shouldn't have eaten that cake. You're going to go look. You're going to be like, oh, no, I fucked the cake up. I should probably do something about this and then fix the cake.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, put a note on and be like, sorry, bruh. Cake was good, though. Enjoy. I love the rest of it. I only had like a slice or two.
Just chill.
Bro,
Just chill.
what are you doing? The whole just chill, relax. You're being really harsh. Dude, you ate a fucking cake that wasn't yours. That said happy anniversary. I don't care if you didn't read it. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? Read? You can clearly see this isn't for you. Like, this cake is not for you. It's in the deal. Like, it's not. Like, what are we doing? And especially if your mom's the one making the cakes, you know she makes special cakes for people. And you're just in there and be like, oh, there's a cake free-for-all in here. I'm just going to eat it. And then I'm going to pretend like nothing happened. And right now I'll be like, oh, sorry. Fuck you.
He knew it wasn't his. He saw it. He saw it. Was it a chunk out of the middle?
I don't know. But I think he was elevated.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you still know right from wrong.
Like I said, if you are elevated, whatever your Tony is, should be fixing the Ted problem.
It was a large, misshapen chunk taken out of it.
Yeah,
not out of the middle necessarily.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know? Oh, his mom is the other aunt. Oh,
yeah, his mom's the.
That makes it even worse.
The nice aunt.
I don't know. This guy
aunt.
sucks.
This guy and his mom. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them
For him to be like bitching in the group, like, oh, what? You forgive me. I mean, don't be mean to me. Like, I'm sorry I ate your cake, but it's just a cake, bro. It's not just a cake, asshole. It was a special cake for a special day, and you fucked it up because you got a little too elevated, or you might have hit the go-go juice a little too much, and now you ate a piece of cake that doesn't belong to you. You fucked up.
So it was not nice aunt's husband. So. Right?
I don't know. The aunts are all the aunts. This nice aunt, not nice aunt, other cousin. It's all fucking me up.
So
bottom line is this guy sucks.
He should apologize to Opie, which he half-heartedly did. He needs to tell Big Mama, the one who made the cake,
Big Mama,
what he did, and ask her to make a new one.
Tell Big Mama
and offer to pay for it, right? He needs to do that to make up for what he's done. He's not going to because he doesn't take accountability.
No.
That's just not who this guy is. So never again. If there's some way to put up a wall between you, protect yourself, because next time it's not going to just be cake. It's going to be a wad of cash, or it's going to be like hide your silverware when he's around, apparently.
Listen,
that kind of shit.
Listen, Tony is no stranger to apology tours that he has to do for Ted. So, you know what? Like, sometimes you got to realize you fucked up. And you fucked up. You ate a cake that wasn't yours. You need to own up to it, be a man, and be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I fixed the cake, though. Be like, Big Mama, don't worry, I fixed the cake. Like, it's just...
It doesn't look quite the same now, but... Yeah.
And, even if you aren't elevated or even if you should be, like, waking up realizing you fucked up in the morning. You should be like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have eaten that cake. That cake was not mine. It was not yours to eat. It's not your anniversary. It's a special fucking cake. So don't eat it. Don't do it. This guy sucks.
Yeah. You know what? We can probably change the FTG animation to a TGS. I think that makes sense.
Yes, Ted is my drunk alter ego.
Yep. 100%.
Ted is, has not a worry in the world. Apparently unlimited funds, he likes to believe. And just,
And thinks he's really good at placing bets.
And best friends with everybody. No, I don't drink and bet.
That's good.
I'm bad enough sober in betting.
That's
I don't
good.
need to add alcohol into the mix.
I think that's smart. Yeah. Okay, we've got to pivot over to VIP now, but we got the cake story in, we got Tony Spark in this
Follow
show
at
here.
Tony Spark _.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hey, Jumar, Evra, Kelly Bree. He just walked away. I still had him up on screen. He just walked straight off screen. Exit stage right. Kelly Bree, TJ, Rockwolf, Heather, Mary Lavelle, Carol, Natalie and Pixie, Jenny with the ice cream cone, Wrong Pluto again. Thanks so much for the love. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support and interaction. Again, yeah, the gifts are awesome. We do rely on that to be able to do our jobs here, but you being here, you commenting, you sharing especially, not just the live, but any posts that you enjoy, please help share that and help us get in front of new people. Plus, you can introduce Dusty Thunder to your friends. Look at that. Thank you guys so much for all the fun and laughs today. We'll see VIPs here shortly. And I better look at my outro notes here. The next public stream is going to be Sunday. Nope, it'll be Monday, March 2nd, right? It is Monday, March 2nd. Monday, March 2nd, not Sunday. So, that's not even the next public live, dude. You like skipped an entire week of time here.
Oh,
What the is happening?
I skipped a week. Sorry.
This is why I don't read your outro notes.
First time. So it's not Sunday. It's Monday.
No. That's for the March 2nd. The next one is the 22nd. February 22nd. Yes, February 22nd. This Sunday. Yes, it's just not March 1st.
Sorry.
We don't know what's happening here. VIPs will see you here shortly, 10 to 15 minutes. Everybody else, we'll see you Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. And don't forget YouTube VIPs. We have the YouTube member exclusive for members of the Gosh Heck and Thunder crew this next Thursday. Not tomorrow, next Thursday at 9 p.m. VIPs, we'll see you here in about 15 minutes. Thanks, guys. Huh? Why not tomorrow? We'll talk about that later.